I am your host, Rafael Chairez, the host of the Full Heel Podcast. Joining me today, international superstar, Ryan Dempsey.
Hey, hola, ¿cómo está?
Pretty good. How are you doing today, Ryan?
I'm doing pretty good. Nice little Sunday off for Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada.
So we got started
decided,
a little bit later.
What's that?
We had a little bit of technical issues. That's why we're coming a little bit late.
So, all good. We still made it.
Yeah, we're here. Pretty chill Sunday. I already went toy shopping. Bought a computer case for my nephew. I got the Raph and Casey 2-pack. It's upside down. That I'm probably going to open because the box is a little dented. No worries. What am I opening it?
That's so awesome, though.
Yeah. So Raph with his trench coat, and then Casey Jones with all his gear. Got myself a nice little gift there for next week, my birthday. I hope the gift is in the mail, Ryan. I'll be expecting it.
Once I get that Raph and Casey Jones.
I'm thinking about opening it because the box is kind of messed up, but I don't know. I think so. Fuck it.
Be a nice little addition to the set.
Yeah. I already have 2 open foot soldiers, a third I can open. If I do open it, I might as well just open the whole fucking set. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I kind of don't want to do it.
Right. Just go down that slope.
Yeah. I'm like, well, I need Shredder, and I need the 5 foot soldiers.
Yeah. It always starts with 1, right?
Yeah. Well, I have 2 foot soldiers open, and I have a third ready to be opened, and then I have 2 for boxed up, so that's a total of 5 foot soldiers. So...
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I should open them all, but then if I do, Shredder gets open, Splinter gets open, and then the rest of the Turtles gets open.
Yeah.
Except Donnie, I have 2 Donnies, I guess. I have 1 open, so I...
Raph's always where it's at. We all know that.
Yeah. So now I have trench coat Raph, and without trench coat Raph. So for those of you guys joining us today, me and Ryan will be going over, or we're going to do a watch-along of Halloween Havoc 1998. It's a bit of a long one. It's 3 hours, a little bit over 3 hours, a couple minutes over 3 hours.
Yeah, this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one that cut off, right? At the end of the pay-per-view, like during the main event, provider, like because DDP Goldberg.
I think you might be right. If not, it was a StarCast.
Yeah,
because I think it happened multiple times.
Yeah, because I know because I remember there was like they had like the 3-hour block, and then they gave them an additional like 5 to 10 minutes, and the screen just went blank.
Yeah, they didn't warn
them. And then they ended up having to rebroadcast it for free on Nitro the following day.
Yeah, which pissed people off big time. They're like, "What the fuck? We paid money for that, and you're gonna give it away for free?"
Yeah, it's okay because in a few short years, it's gonna be just plummeting anyway.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't by now, go ahead and bring up Halloween Havoc 1998. So the reason we're doing it is, if you guys don't know by now, it's October. So tis the season of ghouls and ghosts and goblins and monsters, and it's my favorite time of the year. Not only because it's my birthday month, but because of the things I just mentioned: Halloween, ghosts, goblins, ghouls. Dressing up, free candy. Who doesn't love free candy? Leaves are changing, trees are changing colors. It's beautiful.
Yeah. October is definitely the best month.
So we should start it up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Go ahead and bring it up. Halloween Havoc 1998. We'll give you guys a second, but Ryan will probably give us a countdown. Let me bring up the SNES counter.
Should we get all this set there?
Actually, I should bring it up. I'm going to have to bring it up if I'm going to watch it on the network. I'm in the network. I'm just not on it. In-ring. So go to In-Ring. if you guys are lost, WCW, WCW pay per views is the first one. And then scroll over the date to 1998, and it should be the third one over. Looks like Hogan's taking the shit.
Well, he's shitting himself as he got to take on Warrior.
Yeah. All right. So my thing is at .02. I'll just start. I'm a second behind anyway because I'm back here. Let me just fix this timer. All right. And it's the chronos up, and I am pretty much ready when you are, Ryan.
All right, so we're gonna hit play on go. So 3, 2, 1, and go.
And the chronos counter should be up. Let me mute this. And we do start off with watching the intro. So right now they have Warrior in front of a giant head of Hogan. I actually have this Warrior and this Hogan.
That's right.
I have both of these
I
actual
forgot
figures.
you got that Warrior.
Yeah, the Ultimate Edition, Ultimate Elite Warrior. He's one Warrior Nation taking on the NWO.
So there's that classic Warrior in the mirror.
So cringeworthy.
So bad.
What are you seeing, Hogan? Bischoff is perplexed.
Such a yeah.
So this is Halloween Havocs are WCW's WrestleManias. I don't know how you would classify them, but they're the big ticket shows that people wanted to watch.
Yeah, like you had your like WWF had their 4, sometimes 5 with King of the Ring, then they'd have 7 in your house style pay-per-views, a little shorter, cheaper to rent. Then with WCW, they had their Starrcade, Halloween Havoc, Great American Bash, and then maybe Uncensored might get thrown in there. But then they had a couple other ones that would just maybe last for a year, 2 years. And Halloween Havoc was definitely one of the bigger ones.
It's my favorite just because of the aesthetics of the whole pay-per-view. Right now the scene we're getting to see the big Snickers Halloween pumpkin with Halloween Havoc in the middle. Every year it got bigger and bigger, and why not? It's Halloween.
Yeah.
And it was so baffling that WWE has not used this gimmick, has not used this concept for their October shows. I don't know if they just don't want to pay homage to WCW because it's not their creation, but I've always rooted for it and I've always wanted it.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that because they do Night of Champions, right? Which is basically a take on Clash of Champions.
Mm-hmm. Which they did Clash of Champions. I think they did call it Clash of Champions, didn't they?
They might have. I'm not sure. I know they used to call it Night of Champions like about 10 years or so ago. Mm-hmm. But they're bringing back war games and all that kind of stuff, and they once in a blue moon they'll put out like the Great American Bash and stuff like that. So it is kind of funny that Halloween Havoc, which is a really big one, that they wouldn't use.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if they're bringing it back because of the AEW taking Bash at the Beach
100%.
Copyright. Like
100%.
That's like their way of like slapping Cody.
Well, so what I think what happened was WWE over the years just didn't use any of these gimmicks because for some reason they didn't want to do it. So they had their own October. I guess they had Hell in a Cell or whatever they wanted to put on. So they didn't find the need to use Halloween Havoc. So I think they let a lot of the trademarks just, they didn't want to keep paying for them. So they stopped paying for them. AEW came around and I think it just completely, went over their heads that they had let these trademarks go by the wayside.
Keep some of the ones that they want to keep, and like war games.
I think when they saw Cody buying up Bash at the Beach and shit like that, they're like, "Fuck it, we need to get our trademark. We need to get the ones that we don't have back."
But they definitely wanted war games because they've been doing that for the last couple of years with NXT. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like the second that Bash at the Beach got bought up, because WWE can still use it on their network, but they can't go forward with it, right? That's how it works now.
I'm not sure, but I know AEW has Bash at the Beach. I don't know what other ones they got. And I think they stole some other. It's not stole. I think they got some other trademarks.
They took over it. Yeah. I mean that's why Cody Rhodes can't even go by his name right now, right?
Yeah, because
Because WWE keeps on re-upping on the trademark on his name.
yeah, hmm just being dicks about it.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny, like how I never realized, but with Halloween Havoc being done by Snickers and Halloween being all about candy,
Hmm
getting that Snickers right out there, it's like perfect advertising for in multiple different ways.
Oh yeah, dude. This is how they were able to pay a lot of their fucking talent. Like, I know WCW gets a lot of criticism for how they handle their talent, how they paid people, but they had a lot of big endorsements right off the bat because they were on network television and they had the network television money as well. So like
Yeah,
Hogan wasn't paid by WCW. He was paid by Ted Turner and lent to WCW
right.
as
Yeah,
a talent. And so like the money that WCW was making wasn't necessarily Hogan or going to Hogan. Billionaire Ted was paying Hogan.
and that's why when he originally went there, he was doing the TV shows and the movies and that, and then wrestling part time. Like that would have been back in like 94, 95 before his heel turn. After he turned heel, he was much more on TV than anything else because he wasn't marketable for movies, but he was marketable for in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess that's working. But here we got we got fucking Rick Steiner. Um, so pretty much the feud is him and his brother. Scott has recently turned NWO. He's got the dyed hair. He's super jacked up. Well, he's been jacked up his whole career, but it's kind of more of a emphasis now as this cocky character.
Yeah,
And Buff Bagwell has seemed to have turned as well on the NWO and his former partner Scott Steiner. Buff is the stuff, and Scott Steiner was, just the bigger one of the two of the tag team. It's funny, we were watching 1994 Halloween Havoc yesterday after the fights, and they had Buff Bagwell in all his
back in
United
the
States
day.
gear. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
had the stars and stripes. I think there were stars and stripes. I think that was the name of their
I
tag
think
team.
yeah,
Him and the Patriot.
Del Wilkes or
Did he work for WCW?
I'm not sure. He may. I thought
It was the Patriot for sure.
Okay,
I don't know if they used a different guy because you know how the
right.
Patriot
Oh,
gimmick changed up a bunch.
yeah.
Like Doink, different Doinks.
Yeah, I love the Foo shirt on Buff. Take you right back to '98.
Mm. Uh, well, we'll
I
see.
love that. I love Mean Gene still wearing the tux though. Eh,
Yeah,
always a big show.
his hair's kind of fucked up though. It'll get fucked up later on too.
Yeah,
I remember seeing that. So yeah, so Buff Bagwell's trying to convince Rick Steiner here that he wants to join his team. That he hates everything that Scott is doing, and he wants revenge on Scott. And Rick is gonna go through with it. Rick is he's like, all right, you got my back, then I got yours, and we can tag team against these guys. Scott has not wanted to face his brother Rick, and he's been doing everything to avoid it. So the terms of this matchup are if they can win the tag team matchup, they win the tag team belts, but Rick also gets a shot at
he
Scott
gets to
later on
fight
tonight,
Scott after. Yeah,
which is what everyone's been wanting to see. Everyone wants to see it.
you had to feel really really bad for Rick Steiner, eh? Because this is a guy definite Hall of Famer based off his tag team run with Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much on his solo career, but because of his of Scott Steiner and shit, Rick Steiner's not going to go into the Hall of Fame for a while.
Yeah, especially
Just
with how much
Scott,
shit
is,
Scott
Scott has burned
talks.
a lot of bridges, and he keeps on just out of the blue.
Yeah, he'll randomly talk shit about Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He's doing better though. That's good to hear though. Scott, he recently had heart issues, didn't he?
Yeah, he almost died a couple of years ago in Puerto Rico, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
He was rushed to the hospital, almost died. They saved him, and then he ended up in the hospital again early this year or late last year with some heart issues and shit, but he's on the mend,
One
which
of
is
my
good.
favorite underrated wrestlers right here,
Oh,
Raven.
100%.
What about me? What about Raven?
Yeah, this is like this. They gotta put him in the. Like, he's another guy that's burned his bridges, but should be in the Hall of Fame.
He worked backstage with him for a while too, and
Hmm.
not anymore.
I mean, from his days in ECW, starting off as a manager in the early '90s in WWF, this is Johnny Polo,
Yeah.
and then if you take a look at Johnny Polo and then you take a look at this Raven character, the amount of that he changed in 4 years is amazing.
And his even flow was something to
Oh, such a beautiful
marvel at.
DDT.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful DDT. There's some people that do DDTs and some people that make DDTs their own.
Yeah,
So it's Chris Jericho's the WCW television champion. Um, Super young Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho just celebrated 30 years of Jericho-holicness, of being an awesome
yeah.
badass. Ryan hates AEW, so I bet he's fuming right now that he's seeing such a how far Jericho's gonna make it in the industry.
It's not
Look,
hate.
I just love good wrestling, bro.
Then why do you watch AEW?
It's good wrestling.
Oh,
They've kept me entertained this whole time, even through COVID.
no,
That's one
it's
show I will not miss. Like even when we record on Mondays, I rather take Raw off and record it and watch it than take AEW off. I rather watch it live.
right. Yeah, I
It's
what
different.
from what I've seen, it's not terrible. It's more for me, like I think I mentioned it before. It's just I'm tired and bored of the we don't care about WWE, we don't care about NXT, we don't care about all this stuff, and then guys constantly on their own jumping out. It's like there's like what, like you don't have to, like when they sign these guys over, sign them over, go for it. But it's like why, like why you keep the shots you're taking? It's like it's not a big deal. Like I don't understand why these guys can need to, even like Jericho, like some guy called Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly's match, whatever, said AEW could learn from him. Jericho was like, oh yeah, hurt the performer so that they can't compete. Real smart. And it's like Matt Hardy's still in the hospital, probably clinging to life, but you're not going to talk about that, right? You know what I mean? It's like they just taking an unnecessary shot for no reason. You can promote your business in better ways.
It's being a heel, Ryan. They gotta do it.
But then you got to look at a guy like Cody Rhodes who comes out and he at least does say thank you to them while he like, so like there's two different ways to go about it. There's the high road and the low road. So take the high road. You have a better opportunity now in AEW. Awesome, run with it.
He does thank WWE for what they did for his father, the legacy they keep of his father.
Hmm.
He just says he feels like his shit. Like for people that don't know, he says his career he felt like it was mismanaged or not used to the potential that it could have been used to.
And he's 100% right with that. Like they definitely when they've had him with that the bag on his head and stuff like that. Like it was getting kind of corny at the end, but a lot of it also has to do with you go back maybe 11, 12 years and he was in Legacy. Like that shit was good.
Yeah.
When he was with Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase Jr., like that was fun.
And we
But
didn't,
then
not to move on, but like we didn't track in here. They cut a pretty awesome promo between Raven and Jericho here. Raven is in an impromptu match that they set up before the pay per view. WCW loved doing that, giving you one or two matches and then giving you the pay per view as it came,
yeah,
and not letting you know what the matches were. So they threw Raven into this one right before the pay per view against Jericho. Raven comes in, says, "Fuck that! I don't even want to be here. Fuck this shit. This is stupid. You guys don't appreciate shit." Jericho walks out. He's like, "Hey, dude, I don't want to be here either. But these people paid to watch the show." And then Jericho's the whole damn show. And he pretty much baits Raven into coming back into the ring. He pisses him off, and he's like, "You know what? These people want to watch me kick the shit out of you anyway." And he's like, "I don't feel like doing it, but whatever. If you're not down with it, that's cool." And then Raven runs back into the ring, and they start going at it.
and everyone knows how great Jericho always has been on the mic. Like he's always been fantastic. Even here, and this back in '98, '97, even he was great on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't remember Raven. He cut some pretty good promos back in the day too, especially when he had the flock.
Mm-hmm. He Jericho shits on the flock in this promo as well. Because I think
Yeah,
the flock's over with because Kidman fights later on, so Kidman's definitely out.
Kidman's clean. He's done. He went to rehab for the weekend and he's off heroin.
Yeah, imagine that, dude. When Jesus reminded me of that, I was like, really, dude? I'm like, I was a kid. I didn't even take it as that because I didn't even take The Godfather as
Yeah,
like rolling up another fatty with my homies. I never knew what he was talking. I thought it was a cigar because he had a cigar. And like RVD 420, I didn't know what the fuck that was.
yeah.
Now I do because it's fucking hey,
Hmm.
smoke weed every day. But I didn't know about that shit. Now I do. So now I think it's funny as fuck.
Well, we've been talking like with Val Venus the last few weeks, and how those like his matches were fantastic, and then you go back and you watch as a when you know more, you're like, oh wow, like that's a little iffy for like a 12-year-old to be watching maybe, but I mean
Definitely.
it's entertaining at the time, right?
This match is pretty entertaining. I'd put this match up against any match we have tonight or not.
Right now,
Well,
it's right
today,
now
yeah,
it's
like
awesome. And that Raven also is like that we saw earlier with that drop kick off the stairs. Like Raven could really utilize
that
a lot of the ringside area.
that looked pretty bad. That
Ooh,
looked like
surprised he didn't slice some stuff there.
yeah. I know he hit with his knees first, but he sold it pretty well. It looked like he hit with his head. Even if he did hit with his head, the knees took a lot of the impact, but he sold it
Yeah,
well. Like even the little shit that Jericho does when he's like he'll do a move on Raven and then look away towards the camera and kind of smirk and strut a little
yeah.
bit. Like the selling of that shit, like that's some stuff that a lot of these wrestlers nowadays don't do, and they go from move to move to move to move, and it's high spot
Yeah,
after high spot after high spot.
yeah.
Jericho knows how to
There's
sell
no
it.
selling.
Yeah,
They don't sell it as much, or taunt even like Jericho. You watch how many times he taunts in these kind of matches, right? Like,
and then back to restart the count goes and the ring comes out. I saw the Young Bucks. They wanted 70 for each one of them. Matt and Nick. I'm like,
oof,
I'm not rich, all right. The podcast
yeah,
isn't making me money yet, all right.
yeah.
And if you guys haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. Hit that like button. Smash that like button. Last month I crushed downloads, and this month is right on pace with, if not better than last month. So as long as I keep promoting and putting those episodes out there, and you guys keep downloading, eventually one day I'll be able to profit off of this shit, just talking shit with my buddies. And oh, fucking Raven's biting Jericho's nose, at least making it look like it with all the hair in the way.
Yeah.
No, but I hope that you guys are enjoying the podcast as much as I enjoy doing it. It's pretty much just me sharing my friends with you guys. Me and Ryan watched old school wrestling, get to enjoy Raven and fucking Chris Jericho fighting over the television title. On Saturdays, it's me and my buddies watching fight companioning. And it's something that we would do beforehand anyway. We kind of stole the idea from Rogan, but not really. We're all college buddies that used to watch fights and get together and drink and smoke weed and fucking just chill out during fights and invite other people. It used to be a bigger scene with other people, just so the pay-per-view would go down, and other people were invited. But now it's the podcast, so now I have to limit it to people that aren't going to be stupid jackasses and people that I have more chemistry with in person. So suck my cock for whoever didn't help me out in the beginning, and thank you for who did help me out in the beginning.
Ooh, nice powerbomb by Raven.
Yeah, because as this gets bigger and this starts making me money, people
That's the
if I start
limit.
making money off this shit, people are gonna have to be employees, not just part of the original 8.
Right.
The original 8 are all admins on the Full Heel Podcast Network. They all know who they are. We've been at it for fucking going on. We've been 4 years already, going on 5 years next year.
Hey, Jericho looking for that knockout kick from UFC last night.
Yeah, the fucking dude, that was some
buckley
ninja
kick?
shit there.
That was
That was video game
ridiculous.
shit, dude. That's like that was a counter to a counter. It's like I counter your kick by catching it. I counter your counter by kicking you in the face with my other foot.
Yeah, like when he hit him, when I saw best knockout of all time, I was expecting he had the foot when he started to flip. I didn't know really what was going to happen. He hits him, and he kind of stands there for a second, like a tree in the woods. You just waiting for timber, and then he just dropped. It was wild, man. It was insane.
And this is why in MMA and in fighting and in martial arts you train over and over and over and over
Oh,
again because not because of the offensive move he did. It's this guy caught the foot and was trying to piece together what to do next. This guy already knew what to do next. You catch my leg, I spinning kick you in the
yeah,
face.
yeah.
This guy was like, I catch the leg, and he's like, what do I do next?
And it shows you it's an ever evolving game.
It's muscle
Like,
memory, man. People don't understand what muscle memory is, but muscle memory is you already know what to do next in that the even flow.
oh, there's that even flow.
But kick out by Jericho. But like your body already knows what to do, and you're already 2 steps ahead of what you need to do.
Yeah, because it used to be a guy like that. You catch the kick, it would be a trip,
Yeah,
and
you attack the other leg so he can't do
and
anything. You
yeah,
push
try and get him.
forward. You knock him off
Yeah,
balance. You have one leg.
yeah, or like yeah, or you try to like roll out of it. Like how many times you've seen a wrestler get his leg caught and he just rolls out of it? This guy's showing you a different way to a different way to get out of it. And it's funny too because you see like how many times like a guy like John Jones with that John Jones's kicks, and next thing you know, every single fight people were copying John Jones. You're not going to see guys being able to copy that kick. That's going to be like a once in a blue moon thing.
So one of Ravenflox was supposed to jump in and interfere, but he got knocked off the ring apron by Jericho. Comes back and locks in the.
That was Canyon, right?
Yeah, I think it was Canyon. He locks. I love this jumping by Jericho. Look at him
Yeah, yeah,
celebration.
he's kicking his legs
And
up.
he's telling the ref, hold my wrist, raise my hand, raise my hand. Television title. I like it. It's simple, small,
It's
but it's
and that,
I like it.
and this Jericho, right? Like,
I love this Jericho. I want a Jericho like this. I have the defining moments which I won't open. He's got the 2 belts.
it's gonna be a while before they probably put a Jericho figure
Oh
out.
yeah,
It's gonna be a while before there's a new Jericho
yeah.
figure.
Oh, and this one is. So the Hogan I have is $200.
Oof.
I found him. They wanted 70 for him, or 50 for him, sealed. Like no, not sealed. Opened, loose.
Right.
And I have him in box in the Defining Moments box. I didn't buy him, and he's gone already. But I can imagine that Jericho, especially if they're not going to make anymore, since he's with AEW and AEW's got the rights to his likeness.
Right. Yeah.
I expect that Jericho figure to. He's got both titles. That's a rare Defining Moments figure.
Yeah.
That is a defining moment right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only for Jericho, but for an era. That was
Yeah.
a unification
Yeah.
of WCW and WWF championships.
Who do you think's gonna be the first unified title champion with WWE AEW? Roman Reigns.
How many years do you give? Because AEW's just turned 1.
Yeah.
To
Which
be
is
honest,
wild.
dude, and maybe this
was
is
a lot long ago.
maybe this is just me being like I don't know, having faith in wrestling, and maybe it's gonna come back, especially with this pandemic. But AEW came out strong this year, and the backing they have with the cons, and they already have football money, and then TNT is or TBS is behind them too, like, and they've broken a million.
There was that talk early on in the year about TNT wanting out.
Mm-hmm.
Like couple, they had like new executives brought in or something like that, and they were talking about how they weren't big fans of wrestling and they wanted to move it around and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's gonna. I don't know. Like it's
probably their highest rated shit on TBS.
I would imagine so.
It did break a million, and it's always floating around 7,000 or 800,000, 700,000.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what really is based out of their like other sports wise. I don't know like if the Falcons, the Hawks, and the Braves and all that are through there, or if they're on other networks or not. But yeah, like I can't think of like any network program TV show that would be higher than AEW right now.
Unless AEW starts making mistakes and hiring the wrong people and creative, and like I'm digging the stories. I know they can be better, but I'm digging them from what they are right now and the times. And we need wrestling. It's been pulling us through this fucking COVID times. Um, but I'm enjoying their shit nonetheless. And
Well, and the thing with stories too is like how quickly stories change. Like 2 weeks ago, the narrative was Retribution is garbage, WWF is missing the mark, and all this stuff. And then you fast forward a week, and everyone's like, "Wow, Ali joins Retribution. He's the leader. That's a fuck. What a swerve!"
yeah,
And then all of a sudden, everyone's behind him. Like a week ago, you called it crap, and now they add one leader who you didn't see coming. And it's the greatest thing since the NWO with Hogan.
T
You know what I mean?
Bar and T Bone and all that. That still sucks, man. I like
Well,
Ali.
the names are
Yeah.
trash. I don't know why they didn't just keep their original names. Like, there's no need to rebrand them.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank
You want
you.
to you want to put masks on them or gimmick them up that way. That's cool. But the names, there's no need to change the names.
You know what would be real cool? If they put a mask on Alexa.
Yeah,
That'd be fucking sick.
like Hell in a Cell. Why not?
I think Braun's facing Roman, and I think we might see her come out.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying that storyline. I'm enjoying to see where it goes. They can totally ruin it, and it could be a total shit show, and it's a little corny. But the corniness can work in their favor. Like, it's just telling a story little by little. They can choose to shit on it or not. But I'm enjoying the whole Fiend in, making
and it's hard
Alexa
too.
love.
It's hard with the Fiend too because he's gonna take a loss either at Hell in a Cell or afterwards because they're already promoting Reigns for main eventing WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be hard to see like now because losing to Goldberg and then the WrestleMania John Cena match wasn't really, it was well done, but it wasn't really a match as much as it was just a promotion of the Fiend. And then took time off, and now you're going to have him lose. He gets the title back, he loses it to Reigns, and now he's going to take another. Like, it's going to be like, they got to be careful how they use this character now because you don't want to pile up too many losses against him, like in a 12-month period, like they are like big losses.
Mm-hmm. Well, they definitely need to move now that Roman's back. They need to move him and Roman off of the same program and have one on Raw and one on SmackDown. I don't know if they did that. I think Raw's still having a
Well,
draft on.
that's what they had done before because when the Fiend beat Rollins for the title, he was on a different show.
Mm-hmm.
And
See, like, who are we gonna focus on? I don't think Raw. To be honest, my personal opinion, I prefer Roman, and this is even before the storyline. I prefer Roman in the main event spot over Seth, even though Seth has been able to carry it better. I think creative can do better, and look what they're doing now with Roman.
and
Reigns.
that's the thing. Like I was gonna say, like the big thing with Romans was he was like Goldberg on the mic. He struggled a lot. So what do? They give him the mouthpiece now. Perfect. Turn him heel. You give him the mouthpiece. Good to go.
And his storyline is more creative than I joined the corporation of Triple H and
Yeah.
Stephanie and Kane and Jimmy and Jay security. Like that's played out. That's over with. We're getting the big chief. When have we had that? The big Kahuna.
Yeah. Like really utilizing that
Dude,
that Maori Islander.
I know he needs to be Jay or Jimmy, whoever it is. They need to join up with him.
Something has to happen, and yeah, like I like how he's utilizing the family aspect like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's willing to beat his own family. Like we just saw Hogan taking out Horace Hogan. Kind of funny how we're talking with that. But yeah, but now they need to really go forward. And
speaking of Samoans, look at Meng.
Yeah, Meng comes out.
Right when we fucking talking about the Samoans.
But they need to do something with like the family, the bloodline, something like get out, like put the three of them together in some way, shape, or form.
Here's what I would do, since we're throwing out ideas and we're watching wrestling. Here's what I would do if you gave me booking going forward from here. Big Kahuna Roman Reigns, and he'll beat his cousin, and maybe stop having them have matches, but have them interact with each other still, where they're kind of at odds still.
Right.
We have the Usos vie for the championships, the tag team championships.
Right.
And we have Roman come out and help them instead of them come out and help Roman in any type of match. Roman helps them win the tag team championships. Through their gratitude, they help Roman, and all three of them have the championship, and they move on as a faction, powerful faction as the fucking Samoans. They have the tag championships. They have the Universal title, and we can build off of that.
Yeah, and that's something that people want to see. People want to see those three together. That's been talked about for years. Ever since the Shield broke apart, people were saying, "Hey, this is the perfect time now to put the Usos with Roman."
Oh, and dude, and I'm thinking about it now too, especially since Roman's like, I'm the one that feeds the family. I'm the head of the table. He still has the Universal title. He makes them win the tag team titles. He's making sure his family's still fed. He's still the head of the table.
And he's
We can
still,
work
and that's
out.
the thing, because he's talking about the family. He is talking family, right? He's not saying anything else. He is saying that they are all family. Like they're kind of laying the groundwork for something big, but it's just a matter of if they're going to go through with something or they're going to just let it go to waste.
Is Ming part of that the Samoan family, or is he just Samoan?
Meng,
Yeah.
I don't
Super
I
Samoan.
don't think he's part of that family
Yeah,
line.
right. He's just Samoan.
He's just Samoan.
I do hear he's one of the toughest motherfuckers there is in wrestling ever.
He's like popped the guy's eye out, bit a guy's nose off. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, look at him.
He's banging his own head on the fucking turnbuckle here.
Yeah, I used to like even though he was a bad guy, Haku back in when I first started watching wrestling was probably like one of the first heels I ever cheered for, just because he was like so badass.
Yeah, he's not even selling. He's
When
still a
you're
badass. He does
no, I mean
AEW
like,
or not AEW. He does New Japan Pro Wrestling shit with his.
when you're a kid and you're watching wrestling and there's a guy walking out there with no shoes on, he's fighting in his bare feet. Like you take notice. We have to go. This guy's different. Like Superfly.
Yep.
You know these guys that aren't afraid to have their feet broken.
Did you see someone photoshopped Superfly Jimmy Snuka onto Pence's head?
No, really?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
That's funny.
So I'm looking up if
Fun. I forgot all about Adam Bomb's Wrath character.
I like Wrath better just because I know him more.
Yeah, Adam Bomb was just a gimmick that well, I mean, it was the mid '90s, right? They put a lot of weird things out there and wanted to see what would stick and what wouldn't. But
Where would Meng be if he would be here? I don't see him though. And I don't know his fucking real name. What's his real name? You know his real name? Is it a Fatu?
no,
It's not Fatu, is it?
no, Fatu was Rikishi.
Yeah. There's a lot of Fatus. That's what last name. WCW Meng. Let's see what his real name is. Haku. Let's see. I don't think he
What the
is.
fuck? Everything I typed in
It's,
Haku.
Fifita. He's
Tonga,
part of
yeah,
the
Tonga
Fifita family,
Fafita.
which is not part of the Fatu family or the Anioya family or the
No.
Mayaviya family. So no, he's not part of the family. He's just a Samoan. Samoa.
Yeah, they don't really have. Yeah, they don't have any family history like on for him. But yeah, he's him and the Barbarian in WWF, and then him and the Barbarian in WCW. Like they kept them like those two guys. They probably have fucking stories for days.
You know something I love is the Black Haka's dance from New Zealand. They're the
Oh, the
Samoans, right?
Haka.
Yeah, the Haka
Yeah,
dance.
yeah. I love the Haka.
Yeah. That is some intense shit, man.
Yeah.
Wrath died, right?
I think so.
Pretty sure Wrath is passed.
I always get 'cause he was part of Chronic.
Yeah, he was.
Brian Clark and Brian Adams,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know Crush is dead. I don't know if they're both dead.
Doesn't have an expiration date on here for him.
Oh, maybe he's still kicking.
Age 56. born March 1964. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Ooh, nice slam by fucking Wrath onto
You
Bang.
got
Bang's
him
got a,
up
he's a,
doing that
yeah,
power. The
easily. It looked like he was manipulating him in the air. Like, no, well,
that
he
oh,
is
he but
6'6", 209
his foot
pounds.
was underneath the rope though. That shouldn't have counted.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Look at Wrath. He's gigantic.
He's
And he's
huge.
cut. Cut as fuck.
Yeah.
Why is he wearing that fucking wrestling singlet? He should be exposing that fucking midriff a lot more. He look a
Wrath
lot
was
bigger.
Wrath was with Mortis too for a while, I believe.
He was
Before
Mortis, wasn't he?
wasn't who was Canyon?
Actually, you're right.
Was because was there was I thought there was
Canyon
Wrath
was
and
Mortis.
okay, yeah, because there was the two of them as a team. I want to say for like a real brief period of time. I could be very wrong, but and then yeah, then Chronic comes
You know where I
together.
remember Wrath from? He was an unlocked character in WCW versus NWO World Tour. Except I don't think his name might have been Wrath anyway. But he was super fucking powerful in that game.
I remember in Revenge they had Mortis and Canyon, and like we would change their attire because you got like four different attires.
Yeah,
You got two different Canyons and two different Mortises.
I love Glacier.
Oh, Glacier's the fucking best,
The only
man.
reason I bring him up is because there were Mortal Kombat characters that they were trying to bring in
Yeah,
into WCW.
and I greatly appreciate that attempt.
God damn.
You are so good looking.
Gesundheit. Thank you.
Was this Disco Inferno
Ooh,
coming out
ooh,
here?
yeah, look at him. Disco fever, disco fever, disco fever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look at this guy. This is hilarious. He got like a pumpkin disco ball.
Look at the crowd. They're all into one of these fucking dorks. Look at them. I'd be doing it too. Custom made NWO shirt by a little girl.
Man, you see some of the girls and women that went to these shows back then. You're like, how? It's like, these girls would not be caught there today. But back then,
Yeah, look at
hottest
them.
kid in town,
Some of these
man.
girls are pretty hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To be honest, yeah, you're right. Recently, when I've gone to wrestling shows, they're not that hot. There's some hot ones at the fights though, but
Yeah.
they get fucked up, drunk, dude. I've seen some
Oh yeah.
wasted chicks at the fights, and I'm like, this is embarrassing.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not angry at Disco Inferno's outfit.
It's pretty cool.
It's very Twilight Zoney.
One of my favorites, very underrated, Juventud Guerrera.
Yeah. The biggest mistake was taking his mask off, man.
Yeah, they should have left it on.
Because that was like you look at Rey Mysterio, how much they've profited and how much he's profited from shirts with just his mask on it, selling his masks, stuff like that. Like
And Juvi's mask was unique and cool.
it was awesome with the like almost like devil horns.
No, he had like something in
Didn't
the
he?
front.
Didn't he have the two on the
Psychosis
side?
had the double horns. He's
No,
got-
like I thought Juventud in one had like one that was like almost like just like straight, not curved, but
Here, I'll find you a picture. He might have had different ones, but the one I remember, he's got like a yellow thing on the front of it. Oh, actually, you're right.
almost like a Batman kind of mask.
It's got like it's like trident. It's like three.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds right.
Here, I'll send you one. It's a pretty cool mask.
Yeah, it's WCW had that thing with getting rid of the all the luchas. Like they just wanted the masks gone.
Yeah, so I had one in the middle and then two on the sides, and they had two little mini ones. So
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
And then it had like the Mysterio eyes, but like the mask came down a little bit lower, almost to the lip area. I enjoyed Juventud a lot, and then I hated when they took off the mask. They did it with a lot of people. It made sense with Eddie, but like not with this guy.
Yeah, like Eddie didn't. Yeah, he didn't like when he made it to WCW, ECW, and that his mask was gone. Right, he lost it in Mexico.
Yeah, he lost it in Mexico.
Yeah, so when like, it's when the guys like Ray and Psychosis and Juventud when they have made their name in America with the mask on, for them to take it off, like that hurts them because that's their marketing ploy.
Mm-hmm. Ray put it back on.
Yeah, Yeah, like Ray's like, fuck this. I'm going to WWF. Then what mask? I
Yeah.
never lost it. That
Small
was
small tangent. Did you see Bill Burr on Saturday Night Live? He had a great
no, but
monologue.
I heard that he had a great monologue. I heard, yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
went ham. He didn't give a fuck. It was Bill Burr. He didn't. There was no. He might have held back a little bit, but it was pretty much Bill Burr.
nice.
He came at white women like for
Yeah,
he's like, you were right there, right alongside with us through all the bullshit. And once fucking all this equality shit came around, you step over the fucking line.
he's fucking good, man.
He's like, he's
Ooh,
yeah,
that was a smooth move.
yeah, that was a pretty good monkey flip over the top rope. And then look at this.
Whoa,
You saw that?
that was awesome.
Yeah, like Hoovy like shot his legs through the bottom rope or
Yeah,
the,
he like he
caught it
did
caught
like a
Inferno's head
back
and
somersault kind of thing.
yeah, it was pretty nice. This is WCW Cruiserweight in action. One of the best.
Yep.
Because Inferno's huge. He's not a cruiserweight. That motherfucker's giant compared to the
Yeah,
other dude.
he's
Like,
yeah,
not only jacked, but he's like body size bigger.
yeah, he's thick.
Yeah. Hoovy would be his girlfriend if Hoovy was a girl.
Yes, yeah,
Size.
seriously. But you can see that he still has the moves,
Mm-hmm.
and it helps that he has a guy like Juventud that can sell for him.
Hoovy Juice.
Is that what powered the Mexico's lawnmower?
Oh my god. And they did that and took off Psychosis' mask and fucking brought them in as landscapers.
Who was it? It was
Super crazy.
Yeah, that's
Psychosis
Super Crazy.
and
That was it.
Juventud, right?
Yeah, yeah. They came out in fucking overalls and John Deere or I was it Bruce Pritchard called it the Juan Deere?
Yeah, the one deer. Which is totally inaccurate. Mexicans don't ride riding mowers. They have the push mower, all right?
Well, this is the Californian Mexicans.
I guess.
But man, oh man, WWF 2005. Can we still be just a smidge racist? just a little.
To be fair, my dad does landscape.
Yeah.
Not just our house, but even other people's houses. So I've landscaped with him too. So
That's fine.
I'm gonna open the shit out of this Raf and Casey 2-pack. Casey Jones comes with all his weapons.
Nice. So you got the baseball bat, hockey stick, and was it golf club?
The cricket.
Oh, the cricket wicket.
Yeah. He comes with baseball bat, two
Oh, yeah,
baseball
yeah.
bats, cricket thing, hockey stick. He comes with the backpack to hold everything too.
Nice. Yeah, I was showing my kids the commercials for old toys I used to have, like the old Ninja Turtle toys and Ghostbusters and shit. Fuck, man, like I see them like, man, I really wish I still had all of these. Sit down on the floor and just play with them.
So this replay by my house has a bunch of old school Marvel vs. Capcom toys.
Nice. Oof.
I'm not trying to buy them because then it's just gonna be a whole fucking thing.
That's a whole Now you're going down another rabbit hole.
Yeah, because if I buy one, then I have to buy all of them there and then start collecting all of them, and I'm not trying to do all that.
Yeah.
But it's just like no, like the Raf and Casey 2-pack. I was gonna leave, but I'm like, you know what? I'll pay the $60.
Yeah.
Because I think
But that's like
if it's not 40, I think it was 50 originally. I'm pretty sure it was 50. So it's only 15 more than it was at the stores, but it's not the $80 that the scalpers want for it.
right. Yeah. And like you said, the box maybe is a little dented or whatever, but if you open it, that doesn't really matter all that much, right? Like it's
I could probably like if I really wanted a pristine one, I'll pay the $80, I guess. I do need
oof, nice.
I should be able to get the other turtles. If I buy them individual, I would only have to buy Leo and Mikey because I have.
Oh,
I
you
have
had the Donnie.
Yeah, and all I have to do is take the coat off of Raph, and then he's just Raph, regular Raph. It's not like it's not molded on.
How great was that for a disguise, eh? You're a 6.5 foot tall turtle that knows karate with weapons. If I put this trench coat and hat on, no one will be able to tell that I'll fit right into society.
I need to
I
watch that
love
movie
it.
again. I have it on Blu-ray. I
Oh
need to watch it
man,
with my
like
nephew. It was I bought it today, but he doesn't know why I love that movie.
we should, yeah, we'll order a cheese pizza and watch that. We'll watch Ninja Turtles once in a while.
You gotta put salt on the pizza.
Ah, no, man, you got to get a good, nice dipping sauce.
Like like Michelangelo and them, they would put salt on the pizza.
The
You remember
best
that?
when you go and watch the cartoons, though, man, they get their pizza with like candy on it and shit. Like Disco doing the Macarena.
And then getting cradled up. I used to love those moves. That's why I used to pick Ray because of the cradling and shit like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Not because he's Mexican.
It looked like
He's
he would wrap him up like when he was dressed like Spider
Cesaro
Man.
over here.
Oh, he hit him in the nuts.
Disqualification?
No, he was in his
Nah.
fault. He was spinning, bro. Right in the hoovies. Little
Was
H.
was he related to Eddie?
Juventud? No.
No.
No, he's Guerrera with an
Oh,
A in
okay.
Eddie's Guerrero,
Right. Okay.
which they're trying to eliminate in the Americans are, the progressive Americans. They're trying to do Latin X, which
Oh
would
yeah, yeah,
eliminate
yeah.
Latino or Latina or Guerrero Guerrera, which is just male
Oh,
and
okay.
female parts of it. It's just they adapted it for
So
last names.
so then all of a sudden they would become related.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right.
They're like, all those years of not being related. Nope, sorry, now you're cousins.
Yep, now you're both Guerrerex or whatever the fuck it would be.
Oh man. Yeah, you'd have to go from the last letter Z to last letter X.
No, because
I,
it's not
I
gender.
know, I know,
Yeah,
I know, I know.
but that's how stupid it is. Like you'd have to change almost the whole language because
Yeah, can you imagine having to go through everyone's name that was ever done based off masculine or feminine, just
well,
changing the
not only
whole damn.
name, like simple fucking phrases. Like a lot of like carro, that that technically is a male or it ends in a male verbiage in
Okay,
Spanish. Oh man,
nice.
Hoovie's putting his nuts and cock right in Disco's face. He's like, "Yep, smell him."
Didn't shower just for you.
Ooh, nice bulldog by Hoovie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I miss the cruiserweights like this, man. Like that was like I remember Ray. That was one of Ray's big things to do was that kind of bulldog.
I want. Well, no, I guess I'm not wondering, or maybe I am wondering how they got so good. But I'm guessing it's because they got to work in Mexico so much together, and like these cruiserweights would be able to work indies and other stuff. Their chemistry
Ooh,
would be
jumping pile
yeah,
driver.
they look pretty. Well, he's tiny, so I guess he could control it on more than he moves.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing they would just have a lot more
Ooh, nice.
matches
Yeah.
with each other, and their chemistry would grow. That
Yeah.
we're getting to see the final product here in WCW, and nowadays we have product like NXT where they're kind of all secluded together, so their chemistry has to grow no matter what, and they find the people that they're good with, and then
Well,
they'll
when you
put on
think about
matches.
everyone talks about how fantastic that Ray Eddie match was from the year before '97,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's like, and they're like, "Oh my God, WCW was all hands." Like you said, it's like if you want to put it into like baking senses, they made the batter, they put it into the pan, they took it out of the oven, they put the icing on it, and then WCW just put the birthday candle on top.
Yeah.
That's all WCW. WCW just exploited the talent that
Mm-hmm.
was there. Like they didn't build it all. They just
We
saw it.
had
And then
TV.
to their credit, they saw it and they utilized it. But I mean, even still, like that was ECW took it first.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, ECW had them
like
first. Yeah.
like Paul Heyman was the one that really found those guys, and then
I guess we should put it in these terms. There's only been 3 companies with nationally syndicated TV rights. Maybe ECW, so that would be 4. But
yeah,
WW,
ECW was like the tail end.
yeah,
Yeah,
WWF, ECW, WCW, which was first at ECW, and AEW. That's it. Those are the only companies that have been on TV. And I guess Access now is on TV, or Access now has Impact.
yeah. Like TNA was on Were they on Spike?
Yeah, they were on Spike as well. So now it's been 5. But think about that. In the whole time of wrestling, there's been 5 companies that have made it to nationally syndicated either TV or cable.
Yeah.
And at this time, 2, WWF and WCW. So these cruiserweights, as much as WCW was exploiting them for what they've already had built over time and the chemistry they had developed, they were giving them the spotlight to a certain extent by having them on TV and or the pay-per-views for a
Yeah.
nationally syndicated company of wrestling. If you look at it in those terms, there was no one else that would have done it for them unless WWF stepped up and did it,
Yeah.
which they
And
tried to
even
copy.
when WWF tried to copy
Yeah.
it with the
Taka Michinoku.
yeah, they brought in Taka, and then they put the belt on him, and then he defended it again. Like WWF, to their credit, they had a couple guys that were good, but they didn't exploit it the right way. Like they just kind of put the belt on him. Brought a guy in from Japan, brought a guy in from Mexico, and then sent them back, and then they made Brian Christopher into a tag team. Scott Taylor was into the tag team. You know what I mean? They didn't. They were just like, whatever. You can keep the belt. And then the next thing you know, the belt was just gone.
Mm-hmm.
They gave it to Christian, and then it just kind of disappeared. So now you wonder why you couldn't see the DDP Goldberg match. We've had Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, and Hogan promos, and 2 Nitro Girl performances.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. It's the scheduling and how they were.
Like, why are you cutting a promo like this style? Like, it used to be in WWF, it would just be backstage. It'd be 30 seconds, a quick interview with Mean Gene, and then back to the action. Here, these guys are getting like their theme music. They're walking out. They're posing. They're cutting like. This is a Nitro segment that you're seeing right now.
100%. But look how jacked he is. You don't want to see him out there all jacked up?
Yeah, look at those. Remember we were talking about Ken Shamrock's veins last week. Good God, Scott Steiner's got the fucking garden hoses. But no steroids ever. It's 100% just vegetables and meat.
In Michigan wrestling.
Yeah, Michigan wrestling. Jesus Christ, man. I still think that one of the best promos he ever cut was that math one. Fuck. I have a 133% chance. Whatever. Man, oh man. Like that was the weirdest thing, was how he got like that tennis ball shaped muscle when he posed, eh?
Yeah.
Most guys, when they pose, it's like a nice muscle size. He poses and it looks like a tumor.
Mm-hmm. It's not a tumor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's coming out here to say that he's tagging with the Giant, Paul White.
Which, if you don't cut this promo, you can just do a, surprise reveal in the match, and you're good.
Yeah, and for those people that don't know, this is the Big Show. A lot of people
And
don't know him.
this is second last pay-per-view. He's gonna lose to DDP, and then he's gone to WWF in February '99.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much the end of his run in WCW.
Decided to go to WWF. He let himself go though. He goes super fat.
Yeah, he went to That, can you imagine how good he could have been if he stayed at this size?
His whole career.
Yeah. Because that was the one big knock on him, was that he was smoking a lot, not taking care of his body, and then the second he when his career was at the tail end, the last 2 years of his career, he's like, I'm gonna stop smoking, I'm gonna eat healthy, hit the gym. He comes in, he's like ripped. He's like, where was this back in the mid '90s or the mid 2000s when you could have been tearing shit down, man?
Mm-hmm.
What could have been? But
And this has gone on too long.
yeah, like why are you having this?
Not only was it not necessary, now it's just long.
Yeah. Yeah, JJ Dillon out here now. He's arguing with this is 100% the Nitro segment, right? Like maybe even Thunder, because
Yeah, they should have set this up on Nitro. If we're setting up a tag team match with you and your brother and a mystery partner, if you lose, you have to face your brother.
Yeah, and that's it. Now you have, and then you had the fans on the edge of their seat waiting. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? I can't wait. Can't wait. I gotta get that pay-per-view. But no, I thought he was going to flip off the crowd for a second there. But
Damn. The Raiders beat Kansas City
oh yeah,
40-32. The Raiders. Fit Philly.
another really underrated guy from what everyone says. Eh,
Yeah.
he's huge in the training and of the guys and big backstage.
He's definitely underrated because I don't remember him when I used to watch. I remember him because of how it was WWF run, and now I go back and I watch, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Fit Finley.
Never mind. There was an Irish wrestler in my video game. He was my world champion every single time I fucking played. Hogan didn't stand a chance.
You would make Fit Finley champion?
Oh hell yeah! All the time, he had all the titles.
I didn't even know he was in the game. I remember Alex Wright.
Alex, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, look at that dance.
Mm.
What is it?
He was
The
one of
German
them.
Vanderkin.
Bischoff always talked about how he was supposed to be like huge, but just never took off. Although these guys are trying to do the Alex Wright dance, but they're actually looking more like the Bushwhackers.
Yeah, they're definitely doing the Bushwhacker. And
Yeah,
Elvis
they're.
Wright are doing the Alex Wright.
Then yeah, when he couldn't take off, and then they put him with Disco for the Dancing Fools.
Mm-hmm.
They even tried him with Berlin, or they called him Berlin,
Give him a
and they gave him
mohawk.
that, and then they gave him that giant like diesel bodyguard, the wall.
Yeah, and he
He
was
was like, oh, here we
he was all
go.
goth and shit.
Yeah,
It was like a complete change. Complete.
they were trying their best to do almost like a Shawn Michaels Diesel kind of thing to see if that would work, and it didn't. Like shockingly.
I wonder what he does now. Fit Finley pushing him against the corner here. Using his strength to dominate the young buck. If you, I have I turn the subtitles on. These guys are talking about Hogan and Warrior.
Of course they are. Because remember, that was Jericho's biggest thing. The undercard guys would never, even in their matches, no one paid attention.
Oh, look at that! Look at the Wunderkind.
Forgot how good he was and how agile he was. And he's not small. He's pretty tall, eh?
Yeah.
He's
I think
6'4".
He could have just filled up a little bit more in the muscle department.
Yeah.
He could
Get
have.
on. He could have went to the gym with Scott Steiner.
Yeah. Or to the clinic for steroids.
So apparently he's the owner of New Sport Entertainment GmbH, which is a company that owns New European Championship Wrestling.
That knee to the face by Finley looked pretty stiff.
Yes, not surprising coming from Finley though, eh?
He is a stiff worker. Wunderkind's giving it back at him though. Alex Wright.
Yeah. It's fun to see too, because we were kind of talking about where WCW was last week. I think before we started recording, but so right in, like what we've been talking about the last couple of weeks with that Austin McMahon and Taker and Kane and everything going on. This is going on at the exact same time as what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
And when you take a look at, I mean, it's only been 2 matches. It just seems like a lot more because of all the filler that we've had. But Jericho Raven and Disco and Juventud, and now this, like, it's not terrible. It's just, I don't know. They just didn't do it right.
Well, to be honest, like
Like, look at
why
this.
if
Ooh.
you knew you were kind of running late at this point, which you should kind of notice by how the pacing of the show and how you've mapped it out, if you're in
Hmm.
charge, why not be like, hey, sorry guys, we're gonna have to cut this match. Nothing against these two guys, but this is a pay per view, and if you guys want to show DDP versus Goldberg and not
Look at
have it run late, cut this
look at
one.
WrestleMania 10. Bret Hart and Yokozuna was going to get cut short, or not cut short. Was going to like WWF was going to hit the blackout because of Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. So they canceled an 8-man tag team match to give the show the proper time. It sucks for the guys that get it cut, but I mean, sometimes the company's got to do what it's got to do.
Yeah. Inject these guys into a Nitro match. Sorry, but you know we had to cut you from the pay per view, but we'll give you a Nitro match.
Yeah, yeah, or and give them like you tell them that you don't got to compete. We'll still give you as part of your pay per view
Mm-hmm.
buys. You know, you still get like a little bit, like whatever amount you would have got.
Yeah, that would have worked.
But again, it's like that layout. Like, why is Hogan cutting a promo with Bischoff that way? Why is Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner cutting promos?
Because
Like they
the whole month wasn't enough, Ryan.
like you get 2 shows every week,
Because
and
that shitty mirror thing that they had wasn't enough.
but it's like you didn't have 30 seconds to have Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner have something. Oof, nice move there. I was gonna say it's very weird to see something that bright with Fit Finley, but then there's a guy in the crowd that's wearing something just as bright. So I guess it's not really that odd of a color choice. Gonna fly.
Ugh.
Ooh, that could have been Sid Vicious right there.
Psycho said, wee, wee, wee,
Yeah,
wee, wee. Ooh, nice neck breaker there. Nice camera angle, too.
yeah,
Really helped
almost
sell it.
almost looked like the Rude Awakening. Oh, he got the win on it too.
Damn. Oh, yeah. Struck that.
It's I guess, yeah, because I guess they would have been selling him really high at this point. The one thing that sucks, like for Alex Wright, and you could never do it, but you want to make him a heel. You can easily, you have him target Americans and have him be like the evil European, but being German, like there's no way that they could properly market that.
Ooh, the cat. On
Uh,
commentary.
Another big time underrated performer, man.
He's great on the mics.
He was fun too when he would start dancing during the fights, do the splits, get up
Yeah.
and kick you in the face. So good, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy I wish got more chance in WWF when he went over because he only had a handful of matches before they released him.
Fuck, I hope this isn't true.
What?
Scott Hall's apparently having issues again, personal issues.
No, really?
Virtual meet and greet canceled due to Hall being intoxicated. I'm hoping this isn't true, but this is what I'm reading right now from
Oof.
WWFoldschool.com.
Eesh.
Yeah. Best of luck to Scott Hall. He's my favorite
Yeah,
wrestler of all
hopefully.
time.
Hopefully it's something that's like a one-time thing, and he has this. I mean, he has the support with DDP in that, and the Click members have had his back since he's gotten right. So hopefully, if it is true that they can get him the help quick and nip it before it gets too serious.
Hello.
Lodi
Lodi hasn't what?
slept.
Lodi likes Texas. Lodi gets revenge. I saw this pay per view. I don't remember this match.
Probably because it was Lodi.
Yeah.
God Almighty, I remember this guy, and it's ugh.
It's
He was
hard.
he was cringeworthy, man.
Yeah.
Used to come out with like that sucker in his mouth and fucking skipping and shit. And you know what's funny with those glasses and the hair? It reminds me so much of Brian Christopher. They're really trying to work on that Grandmaster Sexay kind of look for a little bit.
Hey, they were over in WWF. Why not?
Yeah, but for a good reason.
Saturn.
Saturn looking like a missionary over here with that hat.
Tell me he's
Looks
not
like
totally gay right here.
he looks like a gay GI Joe.
Yeah, 100% he does.
That is an outfit and
Hot
a half.
stuff coming through. You better get out of the way, you big silly. I'm here to
Yeah.
wrestle.
And the loading gimmick isn't exactly helping matters either.
No, it's not. No offense to gay people, but he's dressed
No, hell
really
no. But
gay.
like this is, yeah, it's
They
it
both
gets
are. Look at those. Look at Lodi with the like leather fucking
leather
shorts and the
shorts.
boots. This is a homosexual's dream match right here.
It's almost like when like the Dominatrix dream match whenever Demolition would come out.
Yeah.
Saturn, man, he's another guy that doesn't get enough credit. And he hit hard times real hard.
He was big in WCW.
Yep.
Some
And he was big in
fraternity
WWF
Delta.
for a while, but then he got too big for his britches and they put a fucking mop with him.
Yeah. They didn't take
And
him
he-
serious.
Ended up homeless, almost dead.
Damn, did he?
Yeah, he was. There was about a year or two ago. There was like a GoFundMe because he was having like serious health problems and he was homeless and poor. He may have actually released a video and then someone saw it and tried to help him get help with the GoFundMe page. And I haven't heard really much since then. The fuck is it? What? Someone took his signs.
Was that part of it? The show or something?
What? Like, oh my god.
Or did someone actually try to steal the signs?
No, I think it was just like, you know, like the when you get to the ring, they had the people that would take the gear backstage, or no one, like the fans couldn't steal it.
Yeah.
And his gimmick was, "Don't take my signs," I guess, because he needed his signs by the ring, under his manager or something.
So weird. Lodi. Yeah. Saturn didn't click in WWF. He's too small of a guy. The other small guys got over.
But he worked fine with when they were the Radicals.
Yeah.
But then Eddie Guerrero broke out his right when Eddie Guerrero broke his elbow, Saturn and Dean Malenko didn't stand a chance. And Benoit just took off.
Lodi playing it the heel outside.
You just saw that real nice leg sweep that Saturn did. That was
Yeah.
like he brought a lot of like fun moves into the matches.
Suplex back into the ring by Perry Saturn.
Holding on to all the the handcuffs on Lodi's shorts.
Are they all around? What is it? Or does he have an actual pair of handcuffs?
Oh, maybe they're just hooks.
Yeah, I think they're all around his shorts, like those.
They're like curtain, like for your shower curtain.
Yeah, but out of metal. And Lodi's out of here. He's taking the signs in his hands.
Does he have a sign? He should have a sign that says Lodi's going home.
Yeah.
Hold that one up.
Why do you go back in and then just say, no, I'm leaving, instead of just leaving? The count must have been pretty high. Horrible right there. Come on, Lodi. Nice belly to belly by Perry Saturn. Clothesline. And I don't know what you call that one.
Lodi was trying to do some kind of a suplex.
Yeah. Ooh. Perry Saturn slamming the shit out of Lodi left and right here.
Almost like Taz with
Yeah.
all the suplexes. Here comes the
Attitude adjustment.
Death Valley Driver, baby. 1, 2, 3. One of the best finishers still is the Rings of Saturn.
Yeah. Who does it now? I forgot who does it. Britt Baker, but she does the mandible claw as well.
Oh, really?
Or something like that. She has the arms locked back and then she locks in the mandible claw. You don't watch AEW, so you wouldn't know, brother. Don't they show it on some channel now in Canada? Live?
It's on TSM, but I don't have cable,
Oh,
so I try to I just try most of the stuff I do, I just try and find
ups and
links
downs.
or highlights and stuff.
I've been watching ups and downs for Impact. They started doing it for that because it got pretty big.
Yeah, I saw that Impact's having a big revival, which is pretty cool. Because we
Wrestling.
all like we always say, the more competition, the higher the more you got to push. Why they got to show this again? Why
They need to fill time.
gay GI Joe? What do you want to be for Halloween this year?
Perry Saturn.
I want to be a GI Joe, but also I want to show off my more flamboyant side.
Right now, there's a lot of GI Joes coming out, like in 6-inch style now. So they're
Oh,
remaking
really?
them. Yeah,
Nice.
I was a little bit young for that, so I don't recall GI Joe too much, like the show and shit. I know
Well,
what GI Joes are and stuff, but
we were talking last week about like all the Ghostbuster toys that are coming out again. I'm fucking stoked for.
yeah, they have them. Hasbro did our articulated ones,
Like, yeah,
so they're
yeah.
fully articulated.
Yeah, I gotta get to some kind of a store. I gotta start finding some of those Ghostbuster toys for Connor.
But it.
Oh, and 100%, he's my son. There's no test needed. We were out yesterday, and in the back seat, we're listening to the Ghostbusters song. And my favorite part of the song, the second it comes on, there's Connor in the back seat. Bustin' makes me feel good. I'm like, yeah, there's my boy.
That's what's up.
That could have been really bad for for Scott Steiner if he didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
Buff Bagwell's not exactly known for being smooth in the ring.
So this is the reason Rick. So people that watched it, and then we had heard Buff talk about it, and then talk about why he's tagging with him. Why do they need to show it?
Yeah. There's an NWO shirt, looks like, in the crowd that's purple and gold.
Well, some little girl had a fake one made with glitter.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Because I'm like, oh, she's got an end. I'm like, oh, it's fake.
And here you go, another Nitro Girls segment. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not overly mad at it, but I have the benefit of being able to watch the whole pay-per-view for $10 a month and not have to worry about it getting cut off at any point in time.
Yeah. These girls are popping out everywhere.
Well, it's Halloween, right? You always all girls want to dress up as sluts on Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest thing back in high school.
Where's Kimberly?
Right,
Right there, center stage. Is that
yeah.
her? Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Where else would she be?
And for those of you guys that don't know, Kimberly is DDP's wife, or was. I don't know if they still are married.
No, long divorced. And if you want to, and if you watch 40-Year-Old Virgin, you can see her topless.
She's in there topless?
Yeah, when they're doing the speed dating, she pops out of her shirt when she's talking to
That's
Steve
her?
Carell. Yeah.
I remember that scene.
Disco Inferno's coming back out?
Yeah, he won a chance at the Cruiserweight Championship.
Oh, okay.
Whoever won that got a shot at Billy Kidman.
You like how I select the pay-per-view but then don't read up on it. I just kind of I'm watching it fresh.
I kind of had to start watching it just so I knew what was going on. So I already saw it yesterday during taking notes for WWE.
Right.
I would have taken notes on it, but since we were just gonna do a watch along, I'm like, I'll just watch it to have it fresh in my mind, and then I could just watch it again, talk about it. Yeah. So he's facing Kidman. Kidman recently broke up the flock. They wouldn't give him the smack.
Yeah, he needed his fix. Raven said no, so said fine. I'll go on my own. Look how good. You see what happens when you give up heroin, kids?
Yeah, you become Cruiserweight champion of WCW.
And you get to sleep with Tori Wilson.
Ooh, yeah, which is an even bigger prize.
Yeah, like, man, you ever want to talk about shoot your shot, eh?
Oof.
Like
Billy Kidman was porking Tori Wilson. Think about that one. David Flair with fucking Stacy Keibler.
Yeah. Unbelievable, man.
Tori Wilson more addictive than smack.
Now that's a sign that they should have out there in the crowd.
That's a shirt.
That would be a great shirt for the people who understood the Kidman gimmick.
Just like Flair hit it first. That's here's a shirt too.
Actually, that would be a great for this era WCW. That's a shirt that Kidman should have had.
Did I tell you I wanted to do what did I want to do? Hobo fighting champion.
Yeah. The hobo, yeah.
Yeah, boxcar Jamie.
I still like the
Make shirts like that. That would be pretty cool.
I still like the Frankie 316.
Yeah, that one has to be made too. That one's definitely. And then I was thinking of Full Heel Podcast, Athletic Club, Football on Full Heel or something like that.
That'd be fun.
Football division or something like that. And then I could have Muay Thai division, wrestling division, and just have like a variation on that.
What you should do is you change the FHP color scheme to be the LWO color scheme.
I could just have an FHP shirt, yeah, with that color scheme, which would be pretty cool.
Represent. See how many people got that reference.
Yeah. Well, people stare at my shirt because it's the NWO shit, so they kind of look at it and they wonder.
And then you're like, just go onto your local podcast player or YouTube and type in what you see here and see what happens.
Yep.
That's what you should have. FHP on the front and on the back. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
Well, like eventually, sure, yeah, there will be different stuff. Like, so I want to make a Patreon eventually, but I didn't think of extra stuff, and the extra stuff would be probably like a free shirt. I don't know if I should. So what I'm thinking is I either make make a red shirt as an exclusive for people that join a Patreon or something, and then I can just sell the white one, something like that. Like if you join the Patreon, you get a red NWO or red FHP shirt with, I don't know, something on the back like the wolf or something. And then people could just buy the regular FHP shirt. But like I said, that one would be reserved for Patreon. And like maybe a monthly shirt or something. I would have to come up with ideas for shirts though.
Right, yeah.
That wouldn't be too hard though. 1 month could be the LWO one, like you said. Another one could be the white one. Football on Full Heel shirt. And then extra content, I would have to, like me cooking. I would just record me cooking my shit, I guess, at working out. Podcast would always have to stay free as long as I can get some sponsorship money. Oh, that was a nasty whip onto the corner by fucking Disco to Kidman.
And we talked about that with on the Raw. I forget who it was, but someone took a corner shot like that. Also really rough.
Sorry, Ryan. My headphones are acting up. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, no, it's all good. I love how Disco was getting ready and he's like, "Are you okay?" Like mocking him.
What the fuck is going on with this bullshit?
Yeah, how was he a fucking cruiserweight, man? Get out of here. You back in action there?
Yo.
Hey, I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very lowly. Hold up. It's my headphones. Yo.
Hey.
No. Hold up. Let me find the right one. This shit is pissing me off. I need to get better headphones. Yo, 1, 2.
Ayo, ayo.
No, it's these fucking headphones. They might have just crapped out on me. I think I have a second pair. Yo, yo.
Nice bulldog by Kidman there.
Here. Can you continue real quick, Ryan? I need to find some other headphones real quick.
Yeah, no problem. So we actually have been talking over a pretty decent match between Kidman and Disco Inferno, and it just goes to show how we were talking about with Juventud Guerrera that Disco can work with these guys. And oh, that was going to go for a shooting stars. Prestry ends up going for a splash, and Disco moves out of the way, going for the pin, gets the 2 count. Kidman, a guy that never really had it all together. He had part of it here, part of it there, but he couldn't put everything together to get to the level that he potentially could have been. We talked about Roman Reigns earlier with needing a mouthpiece. And that was the thing. Kidman was not great at cutting promos. He got himself into some decent angles with Hogan later on, but just never felt right. Unfortunate for him that he never could get to the U.S. title or TV title picture. Even WWF, he was just kind of stuck in the middle of the pack. But you see here that he does have the abilities to put on good matches, and against a bigger guy in Disco Inferno. But for whatever reason, he just did not make it to this second, third tier, whatever you want to call it. He could never get up there. Oof.
Yo, 1-2.
Ayo, ayo.
I can hear you very lightly. I don't know what the hell's up with this. It might be the connector thing. Yo, 1-2.
Yo, ayo. This is gonna be great for audio.
There we go. Wait, hold up. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
3-4, 3-4, 3-4.
Damn it, I could.
No.
I think it's this thing.
Oh, okay. That little piece is just messing up on you now.
Yo.
Yo.
I was picking you up right now. Pretty good.
Okay.
Yo.
Hey.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you now. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know for how long though. I might
Just
just have to get closer.
Just whatever you're doing, just hold it. Just don't let it. I was gonna say the last 3 minutes is gonna be great for the audio listeners only.
It's pissing me off.
Kid been fighting back here.
Cameras, now it's this. Yo. It's definitely this wire. I just need to get closer. Hold up. Yo, can you hear me, Ryan?
Yep, I can hear you good.
Now I can hear you perfect. It was that stupid ass fucking wire, but not to sit all close.
Okay.
I can't
So
move this a lot.
time. Don't waste time. That's what happens when you get cocky on the ropes.
I hate this.
Raph, is that marijuana behind you?
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how that got there.
I think I could fix this. Hold up.
All right.
If not, I'm gonna give up real quick. I'm gonna try it one more.
Nice
second.
power slam by Kidman. It's the 2 count.
I'm gonna punch everything in the face.
Disco getting angry. Disco going for the pile driver. Going to Kidman now. And Kidman with the reversal. Disco reverses the reversal. Oh, hits the pile driver.
Yeah, I think
Too
this
tired
is
to get the
gonna
pin.
give me problems the whole time. Yo,
What's up?
god damn it, just work, you piece of shit. Yo, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yo.
Nothing?
I can hear you now, but I think
All right.
if I move it, it's gonna fucking bug me, or not. It's not gonna work.
It's just going to kick out again?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. Yeah, see, look, now it's not working. I don't know what the
It's out again?
to do with this shit. Piece of crap.
Kid with
I don't know why I
another
used to do it right
reversal.
now when I'm watching when I'm trying to podcast. Yo, 1-2.
Ew.
Let's see, maybe if I do it here where it's not dangling and I
Nice
find the
front
right
face drop.
position, I just won't move it. Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, what's up?
1-2, 1-2.
3-4, 3-4.
All right, I can hear you.
All right.
I'm just not gonna move it now.
Yeah.
Did it move? Fuck. Yeah, it moved.
Just go going for the finish here, going for another one. The Macarena pile driver. And Kibben again with the reversal. Kibben might be calling for it here. Going for the shooting star press. A fun move, but he struggled to hit it on a regular basis. It wasn't terrible there.
Do you like Kidman's shooting star press?
I was just saying that it's a good move that he struggled to hit regularly. He hit it pretty nice there, but then there were times where I think it was in WWF where he knocked the guy out cold with it, landed on the guy's head.
We were discussing it yesterday. Johnny B. Bad had a way better one.
Oh yeah, Mark Merrow could hit that thing beautifully. Johnny B. Bad, Mark Merrow, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. It was Johnny B. Bad because we were watching WCW. That's why.
Right.
But yeah.
But yeah, like here, it's not bad there, but yeah, there were times where he would jump and you would think he's gonna hit the rope and it's gonna end badly.
Mm-hmm.
I
wonder if my belt has the WCW on the side, the one that I have for the figs. I have a bunch of cruiserweight belts with the figs that came with them, but I'm pretty sure they don't have the WCW thing on the side.
I never even saw that before just now. Kind of like how I just found out last week that the European title was green.
Yeah.
Or at least that incarnation of it, because I'm pretty sure the first one was black.
Yeah, but that one was definitely green.
Yeah. Another promo?
The World Tag Team Championship match now.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's at least what the commentators are talking about.
I do like a lot that set, though.
What?
It is pretty badass set.
Oh, the set? Yeah.
I mean, I gotta believe that they've spent a fucking fortune on a smoke machine, though, because this thing's been going for an hour and a half already.
It's got another hour and a half to go. A lot of fluid.
Yeah. You don't want to be someone sitting right by just breathing that in all night.
Yep. How much better would those belts have been if they were bigger? Like, the design isn't bad. It's just they're small as fuck.
It's just the plate's so small. And it doesn't help that the Giant's so big. Smoking a fucking cigarette to the ring.
Yeah. It's got to be cool, bro. Edgy.
The next day, kids all over America walking to school with smokes.
Pop a pump. Holla.
Yeah.
If you hear me.
But yeah, like that belt is, like you said, like the plate's small, and then the fact that the Big Show, the Giant, is wearing it,
it looks like
makes it look like a kid's belt that Dad wears.
Yeah. What does it say? Big Papa Pump rules what?
All of wrestling.
What does the back say? Something.
Buff is the stuff, or what?
I don't know. Damn, he's fucking ripped, dude.
It's no wonder why his heart's giving out.
Yeah.
Like,
you put it through that much, it's gonna stop going. It's gonna start going off the rails.
Yeah. I don't know how true it is, but apparently Rick Rude was clean his whole life, from what steroid wise.
Mm-hmm.
He was just a gym freak, which I guess would make sense because he's cut, but he's not huge.
Apparently, he ate really clean too, according to Pritchard.
Mm-hmm.
Super clean eater. his diet. Him and Warrior wouldn't go off their diet,
Yeah.
but Warrior was clearly bigger for a reason.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Warrior had no problem, or Rude had no problem looking good. He just never bulked up. Man, it's kind of funny that Buff Bagwell became a gigolo when you take a look at how he looked in the rings at all times. Like, oh my,
Blowing smoke in their face. Rick riding Buff.
yeah. Well, it's funny because it's like Scott's like, hey, that's my gimmick.
Look how jacked though Buff is too. He's pretty sculpted himself.
Yeah. Fuck this guy. My favorite was that one match when he just kind of gave up on it and just sitting down at the commentary table, just fucking around. Like, it's like, I'm getting paid regardless. I got a contract. Man, oh man.
Look how big the fucking giant is.
Yeah.
He's holding the title like nothing. Look at him, one hand like nothing.
Yeah. Man, and he's what here? He's got to be like 27. Still pretty young back here.
No, I think he's younger, dude. Because didn't he start when he was 21? He was like 21 when he started, wasn't he?
Was he that young? I know he was young when he won the title, but I don't remember how young he was.
Like from start to here, it's only like 3 years, dude. If he started in '95,
Yeah.
especially where he is now today, still wrestling. Yeah, he's super young.
Oops, that's not. What the fuck is that?
He's bullying around fucking Rick Steiner.
Just throwing him around.
Very believable though. Look how much bigger he is than them. Rick has one glove, right? When
He was born in 72, so he'd be 26 here. Which so he was 23 in 95 when he won the belt from Hogan.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Keep going. I'm good. Giants.
He doesn't want to face his brother.
Nope.
Scott doesn't want to face Rick, is what we're saying. So, for those people not watching, Scott doesn't want to tag into to the Big Show because Rick still got energy. Now that he's kind of drained, he's about to work on him.
But what did Vince say? Brothers don't fight. It was a stiff kick. The one thing I always loved about Rick Steiner was the headgear. I love that he always had that on.
Didn't it make him seem like he was a little touched, especially with his character?
What's what?
Didn't it make it always seem like he was a little, touched in the head?
Yeah.
Because of his character and everything?
I just thought more like, because I knew from like collegiate wrestling and that, that's who I remember seeing that when I was younger, and just I always thought, I'm like, oh, this guy's like a fucking badass wrestler. I never thought about like he was
like even when he well, think about it, the headgear and how he talked, and he would bark, and his brother spoke perfectly well, and didn't this guy was always like,
he comes out looking around with the headgear on. Hey, Rick, tell him what you think.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll see.
Was there a squirrel nearby? I never thought of it like that. Maybe because my exposure to him was in WWF, and he came up with the Letterman jacket, so he looked like he was smart enough to go to school.
Scott is.
You're right over there, half. You're watching Scott pose, and deep breathing. You gonna make it?
I took a blue chew. That's why. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was a blue chew. I wasn't Scott. Sorry. That's why I'm hard.
Do you remember when they had back in WWF when it was Scott Steiner and Triple H had the pose off? Fucking came in there oiled up, and they just stood in the middle of the ring and posed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The arm wrestling match.
Yeah.
Scott won, right? He proved to be
Yeah,
stronger.
yeah.
Damn right. Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear me. Here we go. So Buff turns on Scott. No, sorry, on Rick Steiner, and he joins back to the NWO. It was all a ruse. And look at him posing now. Now it's
And
Buff is the
now you're gonna see
stuff.
the back of the sign is Buff is the stuff.
That's why they weren't showing it. And now Buff is just taking off. He's out of here, leaving Rick by
One of
himself.
you thought that those tribal tattoos were terrible on people. Buff Bagwell just has like a ribbon tattooed on his arm. Like,
There's that tumor.
and I'm pretty sure Rick Steiner's going to win the titles here.
Spoiler alert over here.
I think. And this is where Judy Bagwell comes into play. Because Judy Bagwell and Rick Steiner end up becoming the tag team champions at some point. Before the Judy Bagwell on a pole match happens.
Well, Rick wins the titles from these two guys.
He does?
Yeah, he'll win the titles here. And I think that's what eventually will lead to that.
And Judy Bagwell's so upset with her son that she teams up with Rick Steiner. Fuck, man. Like, why? Like, and you wonder why WCW sank. Like, Judy Bagwell becomes a tag team champion.
At this time, was Vince Russo writing stuff for them? Or is he still in WWF?
I think he's still WWF at this time. I think so. I could be wrong.
But yeah, I think we're still a little bit far away from.
But because I know for sure he's there around like the 99-2000. He's definitely. But 99-2000 is when Bishop and him joined forces. So he could be here now because the Judy Bagwell thing just to me it screams Vince Russo.
Yeah, this is October '98, so there's only a couple months left in the year. 2 months left after this, and then they're off to '99. The NWO is about to die down, and that's when Vince comes in, Russo, and then he tries to revitalize it with fucking
professional wrestling career. In October '99, Russo was replaced as WWF head wrestler.
It's a whole year then.
In October '90, so Russo leaves in. Wow, so who would have okayed that Judy Bagwell thing then in WCW? Because that does. I say Bischoff's too smart for that. Kevin Nash. Because Nash is.
Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah, could be Sullivan. Yeah. Because Nash is about to take the title from Goldberg at the end of the year, right? 98?
Mm-hmm.
98's when, is it that Starrcade? Yeah, because Goldberg didn't have the title for over a year. I love when heels do this shit. 1, 2, he kicked out. 1, 2, he kicked out. Laughing the whole time.
And then Big Show tags in Scott Steiner.
That's something that they don't do enough anymore. I miss those old school heels.
Rick coming back at his brother here. Can he mount a comeback?
I'm waiting for him to do the Meng and just start smashing his own head off the turnbuckle.
Look at Rick with his comeback. Ooh, low blow. And it wasn't no disqualification match, right?
Yeah. It has to be because Rick's taking at least 3 nut shots here.
No kids for him.
Oh. I love how Paul White's polishing off the turnbuckle.
Look at him trying to gain balance.
There is nothing scarier than this right now, man.
Oh, look at this, dude. You see how he's struggling?
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Nice dropkick, though, all things considered.
Uh-huh.
Scott Steiner selling it perfectly, too.
Yeah, but Rick moves out of the way, and Scott taking the dropkick off the top rope from the Giant.
Can't get the big man off his feet, though. He's got to get the big man off his feet.
By God. By God. Off the top, Bulldog on the Giant. Well, that's the only way you can do it.
Yeah, that's it.
What? A Bulldog ends it all, and we have a new tag team champion, which makes no
But
sense.
more importantly, though,
He gets to face Scott.
Rick and Scott are having a match. See, now the better gimmick would have been like a cage comes down so that he can't escape or something, right? Like make it worth it. And since he's a dog, the dog face gremlin, you have a dog kennel match, and that's what you call it. Scott. That was a fast count. That was a fast count.
Let's get it on. And he rings the bell. Giant, sorry.
I'm sorry, Scott. I'm sorry. Just give him a hug. Crying as he walks away.
Here's Rick to retrieve his fucking brother.
Giant's trying to get involved in it too.
El Gigante. Match has started though. Isn't that a disqualification?
No, hey, Rick doesn't want no disqualification. He wants to get this match to go as long as possible.
Timeout. Scott's asking for a timeout. Boom! Punch to the head by Rick. Clothesline. Rick barking at the crowd.
I'm surprised that with all the rappers that WCW, I'm surprised they didn't put DMX with him.
I'm a dog. Arr, arr.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see anything about this Judy Bagwell, but she definitely gets the titles around this time.
Scott getting the kick out by using the ropes here. Oh, another nut shot to the dog face gremlin.
I really hope that somewhere Bobby the Brain Heenan had said, "This dog has been neutered," because like that screams a Bobby the Brain Heenan line. What do you think their parents they're thinking right now?
The Steiner parents?
Yeah, like watching their kids fighting.
Money.
They have to hate it. This has to be breaking their hearts.
I don't know. They're making money. I wonder if they understand like storylines and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I would hope that they smarten their parents up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like how Ray had to call his mom, probably be like, "Mom, listen, Dominic's gonna be involved in an angle with me and Eddie, but listen, none of it's true, Ma. I swear. It's called Dominic's
Oh, that was a little dangerous.
Pole match."
Yeah, right. You saw that?
Yeah, that was. I was waiting for it, and I wasn't sure what to expect. But yeah, Scott almost went right on his head there, right on his neck. That was a belly to belly.
Oh my God! Bill Clinton's attacking security.
So who's it going to be? Ted DiBiase? Who's behind the mask?
Vince McMahon.
It's walking like Triple H in that suit. Yeah, so you got the slapjack.
Boom.
Oh, is it going to be Horace Hogan? Trying to win back the
Buff
NWO.
is the stuff.
How did he get changed that quick? God damn it. That was the referee sold that thing pretty well, eh?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Why is he humping them?
Why is he humping the ref?
Yeah.
Why not?
You know, with that pencil mustache that Buster rocking, he almost looks like fucking Tiger King. Gotta grow his hair out a little bit.
How's Carol Baskin doing on the Frankensteiner on the Dancing with the Stars thing?
Oh yeah, I forgot she's even on that. Yeah,
Rick again kicking out.
she's probably killing the competition. Huh?
Didn't.
Huh?
Do I have
Like,
a Do I have a drums? Hold up, hold up. I don't know.
I
Am I?
love he just jumps the referee. Like, why you're controlling the referee? Just do a fast count. Like,
Yeah, right.
here he goes to go. Yeah, and here comes the comeback.
You saw that horrible
Buck
miss.
completely misses that. I thought I tried to throw him over and missed there. Oh, here comes another bulldog.
Boom. Beautiful.
Ah,
Beautiful.
fuck. Here comes another referee.
Nick Patrick.
Wasn't he the NWO ref at one point?
Yeah.
No, was that Randy Anderson?
No, I think that was him.
It was him.
Yeah.
I miss these old referee outfits too. Like WWF used to have this same way in the 80s and early 90s.
That's pretty cool. And the back looks to be like snake, like crocodile or something. Leather.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks nice. Nice belts. Yeah, like the face. That was the thing. I think we talked about it too, like before with the Outsiders when they had the tag titles, how bad they looked. Just poorly pieced together.
Yeah. Where is this?
What's coming up here? Is this merchandise or is it just a promo?
It should be the promo to their match, no?
Oh, between Hall and Nash.
Yeah.
I forgot Dusty jumped.
Yeah, he did join the NWO.
Everyone joined the fucking NWO. Man, how much better could the NWO have been in WWF too, eh? How much they Well, I think it was me and you talked about last week, didn't we? The what if?
So this is a promo for Scott Hall's personal problems with drinking. So I actually, nah, he's behind too much shit. I actually have both this Scott Hall and this Kevin Nash. So I have the Wolfpack Kevin Nash and I have the Lone Wolf Scott Hall with the white and
No,
the
the what?
white drip. And
Right.
and then the back it says Lone Wolf, and then I think the shorts say Too Sweet. I think the vest says Lone Wolf. But I have this exact same Scott Hall from this era. They did a Defining Moments one and a Nash, and I got the Nash. The Nash comes with the belt.
It's not what I wanted.
So they're turning reality into an angle here.
Yeah.
Scott Hall's a real alcoholic. He's a real drunk, and sad to say, I just read that thing online earlier.
Yeah, that sounds like he's having some problems again.
Yeah, but they turned it into storyline here, and he puked on Bischoff earlier throughout the week through alcohol because they're trying to get him out of there. And Nash has finally had enough, and they're going to go at it. Buddies,
Yeah.
best friends, brothers.
Oh, this is. And they had a couple matches too, didn't they? Or was it just the one, maybe?
I think it was just
Because
the one. I don't remember too many of them. I know the feud went on for a little bit.
Yeah, because I remember there was one. It could be this match where like Nash has to walk away, and Hall keeps on like standing up, so Nash keeps on coming back, just trying to teach him a lesson kind of deal.
Well,
Oof.
I guess we just watch it. Let's go
Yeah,
spoil it. Hall comes out with a drink and he's all sloppy. Too sweet.
yeah, man. It's you gotta wonder that, yeah, because they you have the chance to help someone out, but instead you turn into a gimmick, and everyone involved, from writers to producers to talent, has all said this is the worst thing that they've ever done. But
Yep, right there. Look, Lone Wolf. I have that. Too sweet. I have that action figure right there. One of my favorites.
yeah,
I have like 4 Scott Halls, and now I have 2 Razor Ramones, one opened.
that's nice. I like that.
I'm kind of doing that with Iron Man now. I have a bunch of Iron Man and like War Machines and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
I have Iron Man 2020, and then I have Iron Man with silver and red, and then I have 2 updated Iron Men, and then I have a War Machine, and then I have Punisher War Machine. So I got a lot. So I don't think I wore it on this podcast. I wore it on one of my podcasts. Toucan gave me that exact shirt, except yeah, that exact shirt has the wolf on the front and an NWO on the back.
nice.
Yeah, and it's authentic too. It's not one like that he made or nothing. He's been getting money, so he's been just buying a brand. Well, if you guys watch the podcast, you'll see.
What is I love someone who's had that an NWO Wolfpack fucking cowboy hat on,
Haha.
but it was almost like a tiara. The NWO part was tiara that looked they was just like put onto a cowboy hat. I could see you rocking that.
The tiara.
Like an NWO tiara on a cowboy hat.
See me rocking that?
Yeah. Well, should I can see like next time we record, I can just see you just sitting there with it on.
It's on the site now.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the exact same shirt I have. So I've been out a couple times with my NWO shirt, like the Outsiders one and that one,
Yeah.
and I've gotten cool shirt, man. And like some guy even came up to me and too sweet. He's like he threw up the too sweet, so I had a too sweet with him. It's kind of weird.
Never mind. I was wearing my Austin shirt to work, and some guy honked his horn, looked over, he flipped me off. I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Oh wait." I mean, I'm hoping it's because I'm wearing my Stone Cold shirt, but maybe I pissed somebody off. I don't know.
I was wearing my Street Fighter shirt last week, and I got a lot of love for that one too while I was toy hunting.
Yeah, I like it's nice. Like I get a lot of people when I wear my Raphael digital shirt out. It's fun when you wear something out and like there's like that niche audience that people actually like appreciate it. Nash bleeding from the mouth here. Huh?
Yeah, he's getting choked. So at this replay when I had that NWO shirt, some kid came up to me and he's like, "Do you work here?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, I love your shirt, man." And I'm like, "Thanks, dude." And then he's like, "Yeah, man, I love the NWO." He's like, "I wish they'd bring it back to wrestling." I'm like, "Yeah, for real, dude."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just looking at shit, dude.
Yeah. So you don't remember 2002 much, do you?
Yeah,
They
I
tried
don't,
to
yeah,
get
I didn't want.
back in.
Yeah, he's like, but he wanted it now in this era. I didn't want to start getting into it. And I'm like, dude, it's over, all right? They failed.
Who?
If you want
Who?
NWO,
What? Like, there's the only way NWO would work right now is if Moxley, Jericho, fucking Luke Harper. I'm not sure. I forget what he's. Brody, Matt Hardy all team up in AEW as the NWO.
yeah.
It's the only way it works. Hey, yo.
So Hall's pretty much fucked up Nash. Nash hasn't been able to get any offense.
Yeah, dumped him from the beginning and just assaulted him outside and
Microphone to the head.
you know.
Hell in a Cell's not anytime soon, right?
What's today's? Today's the 11th. Maybe 2 weeks. 25th. So yeah, 25th sounds right. I think the 25th, and then I think the 28th is Halloween Havoc.
Which is on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I kind of like that. You know, I've been seeing a lot of commercials and that for like the FIFA 21, NHL 21, all the new releases. You think they're gonna have an option to have to play those games in empty arenas?
They should, right?
I think that'd be pretty fucking cool.
At least for the year.
Like if you get like say if you were to buy like if there was a WWE 2K21 that comes out, I'd love to see them have fans in arenas, but also have the option for no fans, like the bubble or the performance center
Mm-hmm.
edition kind of thing. I think that'd be a pretty fun thing to because we're living it, we're seeing it on TV all the time. Why not have a chance to like we play it and just like remember we're 10 years down the line when you pop in a game, tell your kids, yeah, no, this is how I used to watch. This is how we watched sports for a couple of years.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. They should do that. If it wasn't already an option, the performance center, but they should have empty arenas at least.
Yeah, I just got my PlayStation 3 hooked up and I was playing WWE 13 with the Attitude Era, and they have the halftime heat, the empty arena, and it's fun to you actually you can play it in regular matches. So you could have the John Cena versus the Undertaker in an empty arena. It's pretty fucking fun.
Yeah.
Hall still just taking it to Nash.
Yeah, so the narrative in this one became that Nash doesn't want to fight his friend because he knows his friend is alcoholic.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much not fighting. He's not fighting Nash, and I think we see it here. Nash finally starts bringing some offense in.
Yeah.
Um,
There's one move.
mhm. and and
Count
you'll and
Nash's
you'll
five.
you'll catch it. I don't know how soon it is or when it's coming up, but the ref is going to give Hall a blood pill for the mouth.
Oh, really? You actually see it?
Well, they have horrible camera. Fucking WCW is known for having horrible camera angles
Right.
and showing stuff that they shouldn't show. This is 100% them showing the ref giving it to him and Hall
Oh
putting
yeah,
it in his
it
mouth.
looks like his hands closed.
No, that's
His
not. It
right
hasn't
hand.
happened yet. No, no.
No, I mean no, like
Oh, the ref?
the referee's hand has been closed like that for a while. I wonder if it's hard to tell with Nash there, but
Because he's gonna give him it, and then right away, Hall puts it in, and then, and I only call it out because it's so obvious. I want you to see it right away too, and call it out when you see it.
okay, yeah, no, he just had his hand open, so he's not holding it yet. There's actually a really funny story with the Rockers. They got drunk one night and got into a huge fight in a hotel, and I don't know if it was Marty or Sean ended up with a bloody jaw. Cops were called and shit, and the cops show up to arrest him, and Macho Man is in the lobby, tells the referees, "Oh no, no!" Tells the cops, "No, no, you gotta stop, gotta stop." Dude can't take him. He's like, "Listen, listen, listen. This is all a gimmick. This is all an angle. We're trying to sell things." He's bleeding. Okay, you can't tell anybody this, but we give them capsules. That's just it's not real blood. It's whatever. And it's like so the cops are like, "Oh shit! Like we got all this information. This backstage thing. There's a big, huge feud. Oh my god, this is so sweet." The cops end up releasing Martin Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. Let them go back to the hotel room because Macho Man convinced them that they
Yeah.
weren't actually fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking great, man.
Yeah, I've heard
And
that.
then Martin Jannetty ended up sharing a bed with that night with Roddy Piper
Oh shit.
because Piper wanted to make sure that they didn't get back into it, so he locked him into his room and
Mhm.
slept with him. Fucking. Oh man, you don't get away with that stuff now. Social media, baby.
Mm-mm.
Social media and cameras everywhere.
Yeah, everyone has a camera. Everyone's a camera.
Yep.
Hall over here working the shoulder, slapping Nash in the back of the head. Am I a little bit ahead of you? Should I pause it for 1 second?
You're yeah, like 2 seconds ahead ish, but it's not the end of the world.
All right, Nash is stomping in his head right now.
Yeah, it just started there.
Okay.
Like my timestamp right now is at 1:58:42.
158.46 for me.
Okay, yeah. So you're like 1 second ahead, if anything. Not
151, 52, 53.
Yeah, you're 1 second on me now.
All
So
right.
yeah, you're good.
I paused it a couple times. That's why.
Nash got to get his hair to that bun. He looks like he has like a weird side ponytail thing happening.
Yeah, it's coming undone.
Yeah.
Too sweet.
Apparently, and I didn't know that they did this, but I just saw a picture of Razor Ramon action figure. Oh, he's reaching in his pocket. Here comes the pill. Yeah, they had a Razor Ramon action figure from 1997, which I want to find out how it was released because Scott Hall jumped in 96. There it comes. He's got his hand. Yeah. Oh my God. This is hilarious. That was so horrible. Oh my God. Held his hand and then he turns over, putting his hand into his mouth. That's amazing.
You see that? How
Yeah,
obvious that is?
that was so.
And you're,
Hand in his
and you're like, what do you
pocket.
give him?
Hand,
And then watch. And then now he's going to start bleeding.
yeah.
This should have all been done from. They
And
should have
then
been
he
focused on Nash. Like, what the hell's going on? And kind of a little bit of the referee checking in on him. But you shouldn't have seen a lot of the referee in Hall. You should have seen more of
Well,
Nash
the
being
way
like,
that they
what the fuck?
zoomed in on the referee holding Hall's hand,
Yeah.
like holding his hand.
Uh huh. And then Hall's like, let me put this in my mouth real quick. It was like he shook his hand.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
he gripped
brutally,
his
yeah.
hand for a handshake, like a cool handshake.
It would have been better if he played up the alcoholic image and like the referee like smelled his breath and like pretend to give him like a mint or something, like make it seem like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that is pretty rough.
The ref almost tripped on something. You saw that?
Yeah.
That was it. He even
Halloween
looked back
Havoc.
like, what the fuck? John Cena over there tripping him?
That's a good one. I was gonna say Halloween Havoc. Maybe there's a ghost in the ring,
What?
but the John Cena one works better.
I think the ghost one for Halloween Havoc works better, but yeah.
There was one for COVID. It was John Cena wearing a mask, walking out of a store, and the caption was like, "Local mask arrested for not wearing a body."
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw a couple John Cena's return that I could have picked up, but I didn't pick up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have two John Cena's. I have red shorts John Cena
Okay.
with when he was super young. And I have when he was U.S. champion at one point, like almost modern day.
Yeah, the back when he had the open challenge there.
Yeah, yeah. I need a gangster one. They have one, the Ultimate Edition. I just need to find them. I need one of those. He was released alongside the Becky Lynch one.
The which one? The
Ultimate Edition.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it comes with the spinning belt and everything.
Yeah, spinning US or
No, spinning.
WWF Championship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does it actually spin?
I don't know if that one spins. The one I have doesn't. I have one that came with a spinning belt, and that one the US spins, but not the WWE.
That'd be pretty. Like, yeah, I'm surprised that they wouldn't have that thing as a spinner.
Hall's fucked up. He can't do shit.
It's funny how he
Big boot.
would like he's drunk now that he's gotten his ass kicked, but when he was, but earlier on in the match he had no problems.
Mm-hmm.
Nash getting ready to finish this one. Yeah.
Two straps down.
Doing the Kurt Angle.
You suck. Here we go. Jack
That's it.
knife power bomb. Look how
Yeah, and mocking him and
Yeah.
everything.
boom.
He got them pretty smooth there for Hall being a big guy.
Yeah, he drops people really fucking high up.
Yeah, okay, this is the one that I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything because I knew that he was gonna hit him twice and then take off.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to pin him.
He proved his point.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause for some reason I didn't think it was a Halloween Havoc. I thought it was a later. Then again, I also thought that this pay-per-view this storyline took place a bit later for some reason, but like we always say, it's nice to revisit these old pay-per-views and get our timelines in order.
Well, like the NWO didn't last a long time, dude. They started 96, 97. They were in their height. 98. This is 98.
98, it's already Wolfpack.
Yeah, and
They've already
90
split.
and the last to 90, like 90. It's about to come unraveled. I think
January 99 is when they merge, right? The Finger Poke of Doom.
yeah. So in 98, he's gonna have Starcade against Goldberg.
And then he lays down for Hogan.
Yeah, and then he lays down for Hogan at that Nitro right after.
And then, well, I mean, it gets revived with Jeff Jarrett and Bret Hart.
It literally dies right there, though. Like we
No,
see,
that
we see
was
Hogan
it.
have a face turn.
When
He,
they
he brings back the yellow and red like a couple
when
nitros after.
when they did the Finger Poke of Doom, that was it.
Yeah.
When they had the NWO split and it was Wolfpack versus, if they had just dropped the NWO and just kept it as the Wolfpack versus the NWO, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the NWO, like, we talked about it in our NWO episode, that they just got too big. You had 30, 40 guys, it seemed like they had a New Japan NWO that would come over and join them for a month and then go back to Japan.
Did a NASCAR.
It was just way too much, man.
Yeah. All
You know,
still
for
done
the-
in the ring.
For as bad as that blood pill passing was, they didn't even really utilize a lot of blood in his mouth.
No, they didn't.
That's the worst part with the whole thing.
Mhm.
Nash had more blood at the beginning of the match
Yeah.
than Scott Hall did after taking that beating.
Mm-hmm. And now he's super drunk and beat up.
Yeah, like he walked out, he wasn't stumbling all that much. He fights relatively okay. He starts getting his ass kicked, and the drunk comes out. Like, it's weird. Like, and I get it. You know, you drink on your way to the ring, you're not gonna be drunk right away, right? It has to kick in. But that's a shitty angle. So, whatever.
Tough. More
Here we go
Nitro
again.
girls.
Another-
Costume change.
I don't know if it's this era, but one of these girls might be married to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I think you're right. He does marry a Nitro.
He marries a Nitro girl, but I don't know, because I know the Nitro girls switched out off and on, based off of probably sexual harassment in the workplace.
You work around a bunch of wrestlers, yeah.
Yeah, and you come out just like that, and the guys are out there on fucking testosterone steroids.
Yeah. I'm not justifying it, but it happens.
No, but that's the whole thing, right? The guys look at the girls, they're dressed like that, they see themselves, they're like, hey, let's go. They say no, and then the next thing you know, fucking girl quits for sexual harassment. Like, it's just the business of especially the business at that time.
I wonder what the rules were with Nitro girls if they could date. Well, DDP was married to one, so.
Yeah, I gotta believe that. I mean, you look at Sunny, right? Like, I gotta believe that if what was happening with Sunny, that the Nitro girls were probably doing whatever they wanted to. Also, I mean, you can't tell a guy and a girl not to date just because you work for the company when one of them is married to another, right?
Mm-hmm. I guess you could pay him more to not do it.
Yeah, give like incentives.
Yeah.
The less wrestlers you sleep with, the more money we'll give you. As horrible as that sounds.
Here's your boy.
You go, Canada's finest. And this is like a dream match too.
Yeah, it's the master of the sharpshooter versus the master of the scorpion deathlock.
Yeah, Sting and I mean everyone talks about like Sting and Undertaker and what could have been.
It's Sting.
I'm happy that we got Sting and Bret Hart.
Hey Ryan, I'm gonna get a monster real quick. You got this?
Yeah.
Talking about your favorite wrestler of all time.
Talk about the GOAT. Bret Hart, the United States champion, which is the irony of that is delicious if you are a WWF fan from 1997 when Bret had the whole anti-American angle going on. For him to go to WCW and get the United States championship is fantastic. Like, And of course, and the one big noticeable change is the glasses that Brett's wearing. No longer wearing the WWE style shades, but wearing just sunglasses, which is a nice twist that they put on in the later WWF video games.
What happened?
I was just saying how the one of the nice twists that they did in the video games. If the, I think it's 16 or 18. They have a 97 Bret Hart and a 98 Bret Hart, and they changed the glasses because Bret Hart and WCW wears sunglasses as opposed to his traditional glasses he used to wear to the ring and give to the fans.
This thing has a goatee.
Yeah, this is a weird Sting.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was saying that it's kind of funny if you were a fan of WWF in 1997, and then you get this where Bret Hart's just destroying the United States. Then a year later, he goes to WCW and he's got the United States Championship.
Yeah. A tomato face thing right here with the goatee. It's even weirder.
Like the red Sting would have been better if they'd done thicker black lines on his face, but the goatee just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's kind of messy because it's a goatee and they try to paint it black. It looks like.
Yeah, like and actually that's in the same video game I was just talking about with Bret Hart's glasses. They have Surfer Sting, they have Crow Sting, they have WWE Sting, and then they have this Wolfpack Sting. And he's got, I remember like when I first saw it, he's doing like the Wolfpack, he's doing like the woo look at his face also. And he has this giant thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, when did Sting have a goatee? I had never remembered it. And then, yeah, you go back to this era, and it's all right. Guess it happened.
Yeah, no, it definitely happened. I have a Wolfpack Sting, and he doesn't have the goatee.
Yeah, it's
My fig doesn't. So I'm close to order. Like, so they right now this 2-pack is out and about, and I kind of want to get it. It's Goldberg and Bret Hart with Bret Hart with the chest plate. Yeah, they have it right now, and I kind of want to get it. I want that they have that United States Championship.
I like that United States Championship.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful. Around this era, even WCW had some nice belts. The big gold, television, United States. The tag team sucked. We'll agree to that one. The tag team belts sucked.
Yeah, no, they were horrible.
Hey, stop talking shit about that.
Nah, it's like that TNT title. Like, I don't get how you can have like even the 24/7 title. You have a company that has all these titles, and then it's like, why did you quit here? Like, why did you did 3 great titles and then you decided just to stop? Like, why didn't you keep going? You had one left to do.
I don't like WWE's big W. I wish they were a little bit more creative than just a big W. There's a lot of blank space that they're not filling
It's
up.
kind of it's sad when right now the best title in WWF is the United States Championship, and it's just a giant eagle with I think it might say U.S. on it or United States.
See, I agree to disagree. I like the Intercontinental belt. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's okay. I think because it has the tradition of the mid 80s into the 90s style, then the late 90s with the oval that they ran with for a while. Mm-hmm. They had so many great ones, and then you get that. I feel it's like you had the great tradition of titles, and then you just stopped and changed it up, and like, why? Like, I mean,
have you seen it with the planets filled in with blue? The stuff that should be filled in with blue. I like it like that. I wish they would have done that.
I gotta see that one.
Like, I've seen different reiterations of it. I've seen one with a white strap instead of the black. That one's pretty alright. But I like the black strap with the gold, and I like the black strap with the gold and the filled blue, which should be blue. I like that the most.
Regal had a nice Intercontinental title. He had a purple leather IC title. I used to have that belt also from my figs back way back in the day. Yeah.
So I have the Rock that came with that purple strap. I have the purple strap on my figs. The Rock is actually holding it.
I missed the purple strap one.
Yeah, I have purple strap and black strap oval belt.
Nice. I'm not sure which one I like for the that early '90s one. I like the white. I like the yellow.
I
I
like the
like the
black.
black.
I'm more the
The white.
black.
I like the white one because it is a little bit more modern too. Like Cody Rhodes brought that one back.
Hmm.
So
Hall did
after,
hold it as well. He did have the white belt one at one point. I think he took it off of someone.
I think that sounds right.
Because right now I have, since I have so many Finn Balor's, I have them all posed around each other, and then I have one that's like posing with the United States belt and the NXT belt.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind getting multiple belts. Like for my Warrior, I have a Winged Eagle white strap and the Winged Eagle turquoise strap, so I put them both on
Right.
him. Yeah, they're both his belts. I had to.
You gotta get a no. You gotta get a slaughter for that turquoise belt, or
No,
did slaughter
he
have
had lavender.
purple? Right. Okay.
Yeah, Warrior won the lavender
Oh yeah,
belt off
because
him.
it was SummerSlam. You had the turquoise. That's right.
Yep.
My bad. Yeah, because you have that Macho Man. If you get a slaughter and you get the lavender belt, you could recreate that Royal Rumble.
Yeah, because I do have that
I've,
macho.
I've seen people where they actually have like the fans, like kind of like cardboarded,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it looks 3D, and they get the ring and they have like the
I
wires,
can easily
and
print that out, like a picture of that, and put it on cardboard, like glue it on
yeah,
cardboard.
and but it's cool. Like I like when they have the wires,
Hmm.
so they'll have like Macho Man flying through the air to drop like an elbow on someone and take a picture, and then you can edit out the wires. Like people do fucking some sweet things with figures.
I need to recreate like a little entranceway with just an entranceway with like the fake fans and everything, but like on the walkway put LEDs or something, or like WWE and LEDs or something,
Yeah,
and then like pose my figures in front of them, or like get a cutout of the old school WWE logo because I have a bunch of the old school guys, and like
right.
get like a smoke machine, and
Yeah.
so I could take pictures and like get good lights and shit like that.
You
I
know,
should start doing that.
WCW might have a surplus of smoke machines. You can probably might be able to get a deal off of them. That thing's been going for 2 hours now.
We used to use smoke machines. So we in fraternity we used to have haunted houses for Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it was fun doing that for. So we'd like our rooms were usually on the second floor, and the first floor was usually living quarters and kitchen. So for the Boys and Girls Club, we would have a haunted house, and at the end we'd give them candy. But we'd go pretty. We do it pretty well. Like we'd leave people crying. Kids were scared because what we would do is we would put black bags all over the windows. We would hang black bags everywhere off the walls, like down, like off the ceiling, like everywhere.
Okay.
We would get a bunch of newspaper, crumble it up, and throw it everywhere. We'd turn on a TV with static. We'd get a bunch of smoke machines. We'd get a bunch of fake blood and then like stuff that was easy cleanable. We'd put a bunch of like blood everywhere. We had fake body parts. Some of us would dress up with like with weapons and shit like that. Like I had an unsharpened machete, but it's a real machete, but it's unsharp, you know.
God damn.
Yeah. And like we'd all dress up and like scare the kids.
An unsharpened machete can still do some damage.
Oh yeah, pretty. It would be a little bit more savage because it wouldn't be a clean cut. It would be more
Yeah.
of a bludgeon.
Yeah.
But the kids would be terrified. They'd be swinging at us like like trying to hit
That's
us.
funny.
Yeah, fucking terrified. A lot of kids would cry and like they wouldn't want to go in. But like with a little bit of effects, you can make a house pretty scary.
Well, we were at Spirit Halloween getting the kids their costumes today, and when you walk in, they have something like that. It's like a small, like narrow entrance, nice roll up by Sting, and it has like just like fake, not even fake fire. It's just like fabric blowing up, but it's glowing red, and they have like their little monsters that you can buy that blow smoke or scream in that, and Connor's like, "Oh, so cool, so cool," and Carla, I love her, man. She gets so dramatic when she speaks. She's like, "Daddy, I don't like this. I'm gonna have some nightmares tonight." I was like, "Oh my god, kid, you're so great."
Yeah, kids developing are so smart.
It's just, and it's the way she says it too. It's just like she delivers her lines as if she's like on a sitcom.
Yeah. Well, it's not
Feel
so
like
smart. It's just awesome to see how they're developing and like to see them gaining smarts and like gaining like their
yeah,
personality and yeah, it's fucking awesome.
she's
Because
gonna
I
be
see it
like
in my nephews and I've seen it with my nephews and because
she's
I have seven of them,
she's
so I've seen them grow up.
she loves it too, right? Because she's all about characters and that.
Hmm.
So whenever she dresses up, she's constantly like if she is listening to Dolly Parton, she will watch Dolly Parton on YouTube for hours and then learn a song and sing as Dolly Parton or as Taylor Swift. Like she will like she then same thing with TV shows. She'll watch a TV show. She'll watch a couple episodes, figure out how a person is, and she will act and she will dress as that person. And you have to call her by that name, or she will not respond. Like that movie with the girl that lost her arm in the shark attack.
Yeah.
She comes over the other day and she has her arm in her shirt. And I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, I said, "What are you doing, Carla? Why is your arm like that?" She goes, "I'm not Carla. I'm Bethany." I'm like, "Who?" She goes, "The girl that had her arm bit off by the shark." I'm like, "God damn, kid! Like, you got to prepare me for this." Like,
Yeah, you have to let me know. You're in
like
character right now.
Daddy doesn't know what you watch
Right.
when
It's like
you're
you
at
gotta let me know
home.
when you're in character.
Yes, it's serious. Like you're at home. I don't know what you're watching.
Right. It's
Yeah,
like I'm
like
trying to get let me get my character going.
yeah.
Arr
And,
matey.
and then
I'm a
Connor
pirate.
Connor just walks in. He goes, "Hi, Daddy. I'm a Ghostbuster." I'm like, "All right,
Zap.
I can work with this."
That was so my nieces one of them I think she's turning 12 and the other one's turning 8. But the thing
Okay.
is for my whole
Speed not
life
caught cheating.
I'm the only one that's really had October as a birthday month. No one else is really born October.
Oh yeah. I remember you
They're
mentioned this last year.
yeah, they're born in October too. So I've been fighting with them and telling them get out of my month.
Yeah.
Pick a different month.
Uncle Raph, what are you getting us for our birthday? Nothing.
Nothing. That's my gift
Nothing.
to
This is
me.
my month. This is my
Yep,
month.
my month. So you're not getting me nothing. You don't get nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
No, but I got her. I would grab it right now and show it to you, but I don't want to move the headset because it's
Oh right. It's all
yeah, it's acting up. But I got her like a Spider Woman, like a Barbie doll, but it's a Spider Woman.
nice.
Yeah.
I know those. Yeah, because Carla's got
Hmm.
Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel with
Cool,
that.
cool. I was gonna get her a Captain Marvel too to go along with it, but she's got other Barbies to play with that, and but I got her like a unicorn head that she can paint herself because
Oh,
she's got like
nice.
a cat unicorn and like a unicorn and like different like rainbow color unicorns with skirts. I don't know what the fuck's going on with like this. I've seen them around a lot because I walk through the toy aisles.
Right.
And since one time I took her to the store like a couple years ago, and she wanted that, and I bought her that. And I sometimes I walk through the aisles. I'm like, what can I get her? And
I love those paint your own
yeah,
things for the kids. I got the like even like the dollar store. They have tons of stuff. I get the kids like these little fucking dinosaurs. They love dinosaurs so much. So we'll put on like a dinosaur movie, and
hmm
they'll just sit on the ground and just paint these dinosaurs, and then
nice,
they make it polka dots, stripes,
sweet.
whatever thing they want. And I'm like, have at it, kid.
That's what's up.
No, for sure, for sure.
I need to give her that right now. She was with her dad, so I'm waiting for her to get back.
Bret
Ugh.
Hart getting momentum back on Sting on the outside. I love how you have like the nice family with the kid watching the wrestling, and then like two guys over, it's a guy in a white wife beater. Well,
Bald.
he had a couple drinks too
Yeah,
many,
the
getting
bald
in
guy.
Bret Hart's face.
Boom. Someone's bag of stuff.
Yeah,
Bag of merch.
I'd love right now for Sting just to reach and get a handful of popcorn.
That'd be hilarious.
Thank you.
That's definitely a bag of merch. They were
Oh, for
selling merch
sure.
up the ass,
Yeah,
especially with the NWO right now.
still are selling merch at the ass. WCW's probably made more money since they've gone out of business than when they were in business.
Yeah, still through shirt
Because I mean,
sales.
NWO and WCW NWO was only around for 6 years. Like say the '02 when they got bought out, or
Mm-hmm.
'01 they got bought
Oh,
out.
one.
So like since then, WCW WWF's been getting all that NWO money.
Yeah, and it's still like the number one all the time. Besides, like maybe Austin taking over every once in a while.
I think they said that the top three selling shirts in 2019 were NWO, Stone Cold, and DX. So I mean, 20 years later, it's still profitable, man.
Attitude Era is still going strong. Just
Yep.
banking on
It's
nostalgia.
because people like me who see that stuff from my childhood. I'm like, I can wear that shirt again. Fucking right, let's do it.
People like me buying all the Rock figures because they're Rocky Maivia figs and they got Intercontinental titles. Or
These
like,
guys are doing a great job with the ref out cold in the middle of the ring to work around him. Fucking Sting checking on the ref.
you say that now. I want this Bret Hart now. Fuck, I'm gonna have to pre-order him. I think he's up for pre-order.
This is the one that's with
Goldberg.
yeah.
And I need a Goldberg too from this era. I could take the belt off of someone and put it on him. I guess.
Well, you have to make sure that you don't have a Kevin Nash with a taser nearby.
I actually. Oh, see, look at that. You saw that?
Oh, right on the ref's leg.
That could have been broken.
That could have been bad.
I have some tasers from War Machine.
There you go. Oh, you got to get a Scott Hall with a taser. Oh, but you have to have him in like a yellow security jacket, or else it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing with that angle. I just realized like 6 weeks later, that whole feud with Nash and Hall results in Hall helping Nash get the belt.
Yeah, he joins back up.
Yeah, like that's funny. So you utilize a man's alcoholism for a storyline that ends up just going nowhere.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a rough Scorpion. Was that a Stinger Splash?
Yeah. So the thing is, he hit his head on the corner.
Off the pole or off
Yeah.
the. Yeah.
Ba-dink.
Boom.
But think. 2, 3. That one off the head. 4. That one off the head. Oh, that one to the throat or chest area.
And that is a
with
that
the
is
steel bat.
a steel softball bat.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But you got to make him tap into the sharpshooter.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Boom!
Boom!
Right to the throat.
5 times with the bat. Ended already.
Stop. He's already dead.
Wake up, ref. Do your jab.
I want a Snickers bar now. I'm not going to lie.
You've seen it for, what? How
2.5 hours
Yeah,
of looking at this
hours,
thing. I'm craving a Snickers. We still have Hogan Warrior and the main event. Like, you're going to try and tell me that they couldn't get rid of like half the segments that they pointlessly threw in there?
And they got to squeeze it into a half an hour pretty much. Sting's dead. Just end the match.
It's all that blood loss, right? Oh, no, it's just the face paint.
Yeah. This is when they used to do the 3 count in the hands. Now they just do it once now. And they're like, fuck it, whatever.
yeah, he's good.
One's enough. Hey, what do you expect? The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And sooner or later, Goldberg's going to kick me in the head and give me a concussion and end my career. But that's later.
But Goldberg, I mean, he's 100% good to go. Fuck. Goldberg almost dropped Undertaker on his head. Goldberg knocked himself out, ended Bret Hart's career, almost dropped the Giant on his head, almost dropped Bam Bam on his head.
Cut his forearm pretty gnarly where he had to get super stitches.
But he's good to go.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the meteoric rise that he had was big for WCW, but fuck, you could have kept him in the power plant for a couple more months.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he won every time he won a match. He got 3 wins, right? So it's not like that winning streak was super necessary.
183, 184.
Yeah.
Look at Sting selling the death of. Look, he's dead.
There was a Nitro, and the way he's positioned too, like sloppy like that, like.
Mm-hmm. He did get hit by the bat like 5 times.
Yeah, and then once on the throat. But like there was a Nitro when I remember Goldberg won. Like, he's now 31-0, and then the next Nitro, 53-0. I'm like, how did he have 10 matches in one? Like, there's no way. Like, in one weekend, what did he win a tournament? Like,
You didn't hear about those tournaments, like the ones in Brazil,
yeah, blood
for the
sport
IC for
style.
the IC belt.
Paramedics coming down.
Well, he's dead. He got beat up with a bat. He got some of his own medicine.
I almost want this to be one of those comedic ones where they're trying to push him away and like one of them trips and falls and his stretcher falls over.
No,
Just
they're
because.
trying to sell this as serious. Sting has not moved. By God, Ryan, is he dead? Is he dead?
It would be better if after this he comes back with the crow face paint and like Bret Hart literally beat the crow back into Sting.
Well, he won't go back to regular Sting till Goldberg helps him out, and well, the NWO is gonna die soon anyway,
Yeah.
and then come back at some point. But still, as 2000, Bret's like the leader, right? But then not, then because he gets kicked in the head.
Yeah.
Damn, how long was Bret in WCW for?
3 years?
Holy shit!
Maybe 4? Because he went there. Oh, he would have started early 98, not 90. So he was there all of 98, 99. Was he NWO 2000? Or was
I
he.
think that's when he got kicked in the head, like right around that time when they
Well,
were
was he,
forming it.
was he NWO 2000 or was he. Was it the 2000 one that he was part of? Because I know he was part of the regular NWO with Hogan. Remember, the NWO 2000 was the silver and black?
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, so he was in 2000. So yeah, got kicked in the head, but he definitely performed afterwards because he had the concussion, but still like it was one of those things, right, where he had the concussion, but he kept on going, so it kind of just got worse and worse. Um, it's got to be probably 3 years, 98, 99, 2000. Then by 2001, they got bought out in March, and he would have been out by then. 2.5 years.
yeah, man, that sucks.
Yep.
Bischoff recently too said that they went back at it again. Well, it was Bischoff fires back or whatever. It was on like he was answering.
Oh, I listened to that episode, but I didn't listen to the Bishop Fires Back portion.
He fires back on Brett, and he just says that Brett didn't have the passion that he did in WWF. He was kind of just there to get paid.
Well, I mean, also it's like one of those things where he didn't want to go to WCW. He went to WCW because he had to go to WCW. He turned down a huge contract to stay in WWF. Like he would have got paid a lot better in WCW than WWF, and he didn't want to go. And then he didn't have any other option but to go to WCW. So he's like, they're going to give me the money, fine, I'll go. But he didn't want to be there.
So they literally have 28 minutes to try to squeeze in 2 matches, right? Hogan versus Warrior and
Hogan Warrior and DDP Goldberg, and that includes your entrances and your promo video that you're going to show. Good luck.
WCW.
Can they do it? Spoiler alert, no. And you think about some of the WWF pay-per-views that we watch, we're wrapping up right now.
Yeah.
And
the newer ones, they're already over. They're like only like 90 minutes. Like they've only been like 2 hours actually. Some of them.
Yeah. And that's with when we see a 2.5 hour pay-per-view with WWF in this era, that's with Intercontinental title defended, heavyweight title defended, tag titles defended, potentially the European title defended, and a couple storyline matches. So I mean, you're getting 7, 8 matches just like you're getting here, but you're not getting that pointless. Did we need 2 Disco Inferno matches? That couldn't be. He couldn't get the number one contender spot on Nitro. Hogan's promo couldn't be done on Nitro or Thunder. I'm not sure if Thunder was around at this point. You couldn't have um, the Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner portion done earlier. Like you needed to do all of that here. That you needed to have 4 segments of the Nitro Girls dancing, and
Yes.
you won. And they had to. And they
I thought you were
had
asking me.
to.
Yes.
They had to give back tons of money in reimbursements to people for this pay-per-view, and then show the thing on for free. Like,
Yeah, no, we are right. This did go off of the air. I was reading up on it just to make sure. This did go off air. It goes off air when, well, I'll let you guys know when it does
it
indeed.
just goes. It's like The Sopranos. You're watching it. You're watching it. You're watching it. You're watching it. Black. Huh? What? Can you imagine if you're watching the pay-per-view and like, you know what, like back in the day when you order something, it would say thank you for your purchase at the or we hope you enjoyed your program.
Hmm.
You're watching DDP and Goldberg and middle of the match. Thank you for enjoying for what? No, it's not. I haven't finished enjoying it. And it sucks too because you're sitting for so long. Like I don't look at Gimp, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, and what sucks is probably Goldberg versus Page was probably one of the best matches on the card. Not probably, it was.
And because of DDP, it was probably one of the, not again, not probably, it was one of the best matches in Goldberg's career. Goldberg's best matches were when he fought guys like Bret Hart, Sting, DDP, guys that could. When he fought, when he had his match versus Hogan for the title, it wasn't a good match because I mean it was a big match, but it's like this Hogan Warrior and like Hogan Warrior at WrestleMania 6. When you have guys that just do a couple set moves and that's all they know how to do, it's not an all-time great match.
So this is well, this whole storyline and this whole NWO is about to go downhill fast. Kevin Nash is winning World War III at the next pay per view, and then he beats Goldberg in December at Starrcade, and then the finger poke of doom happens the next night in January, and then uh, Hogan had been away for a little bit, and he comes back after that, like a little bit to face Rick Flair, but he comes back with the yellow and red, and that's kind of the end of the
We
NWO
were
for a little bit.
born and made in the US of A. Like we can no longer use the Real Americans. So they went back to the '94 WCW Hogan music. God awful.
I'm glad I got this Warrior. It's from Halloween Havoc.
It
Comes
is
with a trench
it
coat.
is a great warrior.
Hmm.
It's the R.I.P. Hogan on it, right?
Yeah, it has the tombstones and it has Owen on one of them.
Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute, that's NWO spelled backwards. That is wow.
It's so
Just like Lodi, who we saw
creative.
earlier. Lodi, like again, that Lodi Saturn match. Do we need that match?
Yeah, you could have gotten rid of that one.
Lodi was just idol spelled backwards.
Well, let's really see the time, like the timestamps for the Chris Jericho Raven, almost 8 minutes. Wrath defeated Ming in almost 5 minutes, or less than almost 4.5.
Those two
Juventud and
matches were
Disco,
okay.
almost 10 minutes.
That was and see those matches are okay, but you know what they could have done is they maybe not. I was gonna say if you put Kidman and make it a triple threat and give him like
No,
12 to
well, no.
13 minutes.
What they
But
had to do is that was a Nitro match or Thunder if Thunder was around.
yeah,
Disco Inferno and Hoovy needed to figure out number or who was going to the pay per view winning, and that one should have been eliminated. And you had an extra 10 minutes. That frees up 10 minutes.
yep.
Alex Wright versus Fit Finley, 5 minutes.
That's a
Pattern
Nitro
versus
match.
Lodi, almost 4 minutes,
That's a house
3:50.
show match. I'm sorry. That's not even that's not even a television match. That's a house show match.
Yeah.
With all respect to Saturn, I loved Saturn at this era, but not in that match.
And then Kidman versus Disco, 10 minutes, almost 11 minutes. So we had 20
I'm
minutes of Disco.
and I'm fine with Kidman and Disco getting 10 to 12 minutes because it was a title match. So I will give them that. Okay, give them that couple extra minutes for that reasoning. But 21 minutes of Disco Inferno. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a lot of Disco. Rick Steiner with Buff Bagwell taking on the Giant and Scott Hall. That was 8:24, and then right after they had a 5 minute match with Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner.
So 14 minutes there, plus the 2 promos. So that's an additional
The promo was long in the
6
beginning.
minutes. They were probably about 6 minutes combined, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I
So you
would
can say
say
that
so.
that would be, so there's 20 minutes. So you got 20 minutes of Disco Inferno and then 20 minutes of Rick and Scott.
Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Damn, almost 15 minutes.
And that was, and I mean that was I can buy that because that was a good story with respects to the stuff at the outside to start it and the slow build and like the almost like the beat down of each other that they put on. So I can buy that. You can sell me on that one.
Yeah, and then Brett and Sting, 15 minutes. It's a title
Which yeah,
match.
which is a perfect match for 2 guys for them. Which think with that you could have gotten Brett and Sting maybe an extra 3-4 minutes
Hmm.
if you get rid of that Lodi match and you get rid of that disco match and you get rid of all the Nitro Girl segments.
But check this: Hollywood Hogan versus the Warrior. I'll guess how much time they got.
Okay, 1 second. So it's gonna pay-per-view was off the air in 20 minutes, so these guys have to get 7.5.
14:18.
Ooh, so that's gonna be the longest match on the card then.
No, Brett and Sting.
Oh, that's right. They had 15.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. Oh no, I now. Oh no, sorry. In National Hall, they had 15.
National Hall at 14:19.
14,
Ah,
19.
so they beat it by a second, but still.
So okay, so they got the same amount of time.
But compare Scott Hall and Nash compared to Hogan and Warrior.
Well, Scott Hall and Nash's storyline
Yeah.
has been building for like a lifelong friendship,
Hmm.
whereas this is the Ultimate Warrior for no reason whatsoever goes to WCW to avenge a victory. Hogan, I beat you 8 years ago, and I'm here to reclaim that. What are you selling? Like, if Raph, if me and you fight and I beat you 8 years later, I'm not coming back to say I'm here to reclaim that win. Like no, I'm not fighting you again. I'm 1-0. Like I'm taking
Yeah.
that to the grave. Like
Especially since he didn't do anything after this.
yeah, well, fuck.
I'm the one that should be challenging you.
Yeah,
Calling
like
out the Warrior. He should have called out the Warrior. Hey, there's been one loss,
yeah,
brother, that's been bothering me for years. And it's you, Warrior. And then he sees him, like, I don't know. He starts going crazy for Warrior, calling him out, calling him out.
yeah. Like why? Like Warrior came into WCW for like there was they did Warrior do anything else besides the Hogan angle, or is he just in for like a couple of months and then pieced out?
I don't remember him for long.
After his initial run in WWF, um, he left because of contract problems. He came back for he teamed up with Macho for a bit, left, came back, had a brief rivalry with Jerry the King Lawler, left, made a actually that may have been the appearance with WrestleMania also. Look at this. This is great. This is straight up WrestleMania 6. This is that gift from WrestleMania 6.
What are you talking about, bro?
We're seeing nothing new. But yeah, Warrior just kind of bounced after that thing with WrestleMania 12. He disappeared. He pops into WCW, disappears, gets put into the Hall of Fame. Like he was like his in-ring career was very sporadic. outside of that first 1988 to 91 run.
Mm-hmm. Just he was so popular with the kids. It was just such a good
Well, it
gimmick
was
to sell to the
that
kids.
era, right? That
Yeah.
era like was so popular. He fit that era perfectly, but like he thought too big of himself that
That's what that's what got
he constantly wanted more from WWF. He constantly wanted more from WWF. He goes to WCW and thought that he could go for nope.
he wanted to be undeniable before becoming undeniable, and WWE was not
Yep.
having it. Like maybe if he would have let have time to grow, dude, you barely got the title on you. They got to see if you're gonna sell,
Yeah. And
and they might
Bruce
not have.
Richards has talked about it where he could not sell. He was big, but he wasn't. But the business went down with him. That's why they went with Slaughter.
Sarge.
So in a 14-minute match here, or 15, whatever, 14-minute match here, we just had 3 minutes of Hogan holding Warrior's hands.
And it's not stopping. He's just twisting it now.
This like, and it's sad because it sounds like I'm shitting on the war. Okay, people. I swear to God, everyone needs to watch WrestleMania 6 and then watch Halloween Havoc 98. Watch Hogan Warrior.
No, you're shitting on him, Ryan. What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm shitting on this match and how it's put together.
Oh yeah, how many Warrior figures do you have?
One.
You liar.
No. I got a Warrior figure. I got a Warrior from SummerSlam 98 or SummerSlam 88.
Damn. Which one is it?
He came with Honky Tonk.
Which one? Oh, okay.
So it's the white trunks with the I think it was orange, pink, blue tassels.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Warrior. I love watching his matches. He is part of my childhood. I'm not gonna deny that. But it's just like, ugh, like he wasn't as good as he thought.
I
Like
have
that's
3 elites and 1 basic.
yeah. The one that I have is a basic.
You basic, Ryan.
Oh, no, I'm a father. I either spend money on my kids or I spend money on things that my kids can't break.
And if they do break the basics, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Like Honky Tonk Man that came with that 2-pack. Honky Tonk Man's leg is a little loose, and there's definitely some broken plastic parts because every time you pick him up, it rattles. When you shake Honky Tonk Man, it'd shake, rattle, and roll.
Nice. Maybe that's how you were supposed. That's how they wanted to make it. Vincent, you've been having fun, chefing around again.
Yeah, man, we've been playing around a lot with the fall flavors that are coming around. I don't think I told you last week we got Cabernet Sauvignon grapes, and we braised short ribs. Instead of using actual wine, we used the grapes and let the juices come out of the grapes slowly as it cooked. Oh, and then we did that with like a goat cheese mashed potato and a fucking gremolata on top. Oh, baby, it was good. Oh, it's so nice.
So Hogan's
That
attacking the fucking ref now, and now here comes Giant, and they're
you
about to
know
work over Warrior.
both Hogan and
Big boot to Hogan.
there goes the Giant.
The Giant
Both
is
Hogan,
way off today.
both Hogan and Brett accidentally fell on the referee after the referee got knocked down.
Poor refs. So are they making Giant look like a dumbass because saw I caught myself there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
they're making him look like a dumbass because he's leaving. Is that what they're doing?
I think that's it. Yeah, like they know his contract's over and he's probably
Yeah. He's like
told them
drop kick off the top ropes. Oops, sorry, Scott. We
Yeah.
lost the titles, and then he comes out here. Fucking big boot to Hogan. Sorry, Hogan. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Now he's the big clumsy Giant now, right?
Yeah. WWE kind of did that to him too eventually.
Well, that's what they did that to him his whole career. He was a bad guy. They would make him clumsy, and he was a face. Then he was a face, and they made him clumsy, and he became a heel.
He won the title when he came in.
Hmm?
Didn't
that?
He
What's
won.
that?
He won the title when he came in, didn't he?
No,
He was
he won
champion.
he was champion late '99 after Austin got run over by Rikishi. Did it for you, Rock.
They actually have that figure with the title.
Which one?
Just go off again. You there, Ryan?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. This thing is tripping me out now. I don't know if it's on.
Turn this light on. Ah,
Oh, he's gonna choke. He's choking the warrior, and the rest pulling his hair.
there we go. There's some light in this place. It's fucking dark.
Oh my God! Look at fucking Hogan, gouging the eyes of the warrior.
And the mouth, he's getting all in there.
They actually have that face too. They gave me that face of warrior.
The one where he's
no face paint.
Yeah.
Where it's all rubbed off and shit. I have him with the face paint though.
Now you can tell when how they use good face paint because it's not all over the ring like Insane Clown Posse's face paint was.
Oh yeah. Don't remind me of that bullshit. Have we confirmed that Jeff is the leader of the Insane Clown Posse? Have we confirmed that?
I thought that
I
was
cannot confirm nor deny that.
I thought that was well known.
Yeah, right. See,
They're Michigan
so.
based.
I thought so. He did have a lot of white and black makeup when I went and visited.
Yeah.
Alarming amount.
And he likes juggling.
Yeah. And when I opened his fridge, there was a lot of Faygo. But I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just saying there was a ridiculous amount of Faygo and a ridiculous amount of white and black face paint. If you want to put 2 and 2 together, do so yourself.
Hogan getting whipped. Here we go. And then he's wrapping the belt around his fist.
Oh, and if that's
now you can just DQ him right there, ref.
Yeah. But he's letting him get revenge.
Yeah.
If those belts are made for real, that's just a tough fucking belt.
Yeah. Oh, what's Hogan got here? What's he got here?
Is he busting out a joint? He's about to roll up or something?
Hogan bleeding.
Yeah, Hogan's bleeding a bit. But it looks like he's about to roll a joint in front of the crowd.
And the worst gimmick of the night goes to that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that. If you guys didn't. So Hogan lights the spark paper or whatever on fire or tries to. He sparks up a lighter onto the paper and whips it towards Warrior, but it's not on fire. Warrior reacts, and then Hogan goes back to turn it back on, and it turns on in his hand when he went to go back to turn it on. It turned on right away. But Warrior had already reacted. It went off nowhere near his face. And it's just horribly done, horribly executed.
It's that blood pill all over again, right? It's just...
Mm-hmm. And the commentators, they even sell that it didn't hit. That it was an attempt at blinding Warrior. So...
Yeah.
Schiavone over here on commentator. Ooh, nut
Low
shot
blow
from Hogan. Not cool.
That's just a heel move there.
Full heel, if you ask me. Leg drop from Hogan. Patented it. Hit him with another one, boss. Uh-oh. Here comes Horace. And remember, Horace was hit last week by Hogan with a chair.
Yeah, and then whipped.
Mm-hmm.
So Horace is clearly, much like Buff Bagwell, not a member of the NWO.
And Warrior is warrioring up, or
I
hulking
was gonna say he's hulking up.
Clothesline after clothesline. Look at him getting the momentum off of the ropes by bouncing off of them.
Bischoff with that haircut looks like a little kid.
Yeah. Look at Bischoff headlocking the referee, distracting him as Horace Hogan goes in and sopas hits the Warrior in the back. 1, 2, 3. There you have it, boys and girls. Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
And then Horace goes in and attacks. Beat Hogan in the head. Come on. So I guess that balding thing just runs in Hogan's family.
Yeah,
because Horace has the literal same hairline.
Yeah. It's either on his mother's side or his father's side, but they're on the same side.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you see, we're bald brothers.
Is it his nephew? Maybe one of his sisters.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's his nephew.
Damn, he does have stitches from the night before. Or from Hogan fucking him up.
He got beat. They're going to light him on fire.
Yeah, and now this. This is fucking stupid. They're going to light Warrior on fire. They're squirting lighter fluid all over him. I thought that was just dumb, this angle.
You imagine if something accidentally sparked.
I hope they didn't use real lighter fluid and just filled it up with water.
With water, yeah. That chair shot completely knocked him out. Chair shot to the back, and he has not moved in like 3 minutes.
No, what are you talking about? He's up now.
We were going to get the stretcher, but it's already in use. We only have one stretcher in the arena. You're going to have to get up and walk this one out.
He's fine. He'll walk it off.
He's a warrior. He's tough, baby. He's like, what is it?
Damn, so I have that Hogan, this Warrior, that Nash, and that Lone Wolf Scott Hall.
Damn, you could put this pay-per-view together.
Yeah.
Once you get the Bret Hart and Goldberg, you just have to get the DDP.
Yeah.
And the Sting. You can just recreate this.
I do have Sting without the goatee, though, but he is red-faced, so that still kind of counts.
Take a Sharpie.
Yeah, right. Or make a goatee.
Then you have to get yourself a nice Disco Inferno.
Yeah, right. He was a lot in this pay-per-view.
Disco Inferno probably got the most time.
Probably with the 20 minutes.
He got 21 minutes. Everyone else had 14 or 15 minutes. Disco Inferno might have Disco Inferno. Your performer of the night.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. That Disco Inferno.
Yeah, because even the Steiners were cut up into different promos.
But they only got like 13. Yeah, but they got 13 minutes plus their promo time. It wouldn't have gone 7 either which way, even put them together.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Wild.
Disco Inferno. Getting paid. Ladies and gentlemen, the pay-per-view will go out in about, I don't know, during the walkouts.
That's true, because you also have to do the super Michael Buffer intro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you paid him all that money, too, to do the walkout. Let's see, I'm trying to read up on where it... It just says in many pay-per-view feeds the pay-per-view was cut off after this match, meaning the Hogan Warrior.
Man, terrible.
WCW ran Halloween Havoc 1998 to 3.5 hours rather than the standard 3. Due to this, many pay-per-view feeds ended while the main event, Goldberg versus Diamond Dallas Page, was still underway. WCW aired the match the following night in TNT on the TNT show Nitro. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's about it.
I love how like the tombstone didn't say just like wash, burn. Like there's like no rhyme or reason to what those tombstones say. And
Schiavone, you saw him?
and of course DDP has to go through the crowd, right? For eat up more time.
Well, they didn't know. They should have warned the pay per view station. Hey, we're going long, and they didn't.
Yeah, like you have to know also.
Yes,
Like, hey, what time is it? It's 10:50. Are we anywhere near finishing? No. Should we call somebody? Well,
especially when
Bischoff.
you're halfway through the show and you should have had it planned out. You should have been like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
we'll set them up.
Bischoff's in the ring. He should instead of being at the ring for that Hogan Warrior, he should be on the phone.
Yeah,
Hey, we need to get some time.
that is a good criticism. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, and what did he do? He held the referee. And then another member at the NWO couldn't just be down there trying to grab the referee's foot or something. Like you can call audibles.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing AEW is good with for the most part. Like they don't make those stupid mistakes.
Well, so you saw the wrestler that came in, right? I forget his name. The one that slipped off the ropes.
Is that the new guy?
Yeah, the new guy that came into the battle royal slipped off the ropes. He was
Yeah.
an indie big guy. I forget his name. They turned it into an angle that some guy came out and greased the ropes or greased the turnbuckle before the battle royal. So
Really?
They're turning that into an angle, yeah. Or they were.
See, there you go. That's creative.
Address it and let's turn it into an angle.
Yeah.
I think
I mean, letting Matt Hardy continue was maybe not the greatest thing that they could have done.
Yeah.
Like and that's not like the referee like should have called for the match right then and there instead of just like letting like for the sake of the wrestler's safety. But here we go. Some of Las Vegas's finest.
Oh, a big gold belt.
This guy right here, the guy at the very front with the yellow turtleneck is screaming Paul Blart. Like,
Goldberg. Look, as much as I hated Goldberg, the only reason I hate him is because I love the NWO, and he was their nemesis. But this walkout, the big gold belt, how huge he is, the not talking, like he didn't even need a manager, and the no talking worked for him.
Dude, this intro was so big that 5 years later, after being like, so 5 years later in WWE, which is about 4 years after being, or 3 years of being off of TV, WWE did the exact same thing and it still sold.
Mm-hmm.
That's how big this intro was.
And it's crazy because we see the back and then we see the front entrance. So we see him coming.
Yeah.
And then they switch it up and he's inhaling the smoke.
Actually, even think about it.
He's coming up from behind the whole time.
When Goldberg left WWF in 2004 at WrestleMania, he was off TV for 11 years. Maybe before he came back.
Here we go.
Before he came back to take on Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
And he did that same entrance then, and it still sold.
These are all real sparklers in his face.
I love when he would walk out after the sparklers are gone, and he right there breathes out the smoke.
Yeah, dude, it's epic. And then
the Giants backstage saying, "How come I can't get that intro? Why do I get? I get it. I had to get a cigarette. This guy's just getting free smoke."
I wonder where Batista got the idea to come out and do a lot of his stuff. Would that make sense?
No, he just did it on his own.
Isn't it very similar? This is 1998.
It is very similar, yeah.
And if you take away the music, because Goldberg has his music that's to him, and Batista has his music that's to him, a lot of the movement and the fireworks were very similar. And their look, if you add a little bit of hair to Batista and make him, or Goldberg and make him a little bit darker, they even have very similar tattoo.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. That before Batista got all sleeved up.
Mm-hmm.
But he's blue.
Blue Batista?
Yeah, he's out. He's blue. He's hanging out with green women and
Oh
trees and
no,
raccoons.
I thought you were talking about the time where they were calling him Blue Tista in WWE because he wore like a blue
The
vest,
blue,
and yeah,
yeah.
they were selling that figure at a time. I never bought it.
No, I'm making a just Drax
Yeah,
reference.
I
I
got it.
love me some Guardians of the Galaxy, man.
Hmm.
And if you don't think for one second when "Come and Get Your Love" comes on the radio at work, you don't think that I stop working to start dancing, you're crazy because you know for sure I do.
I have Star Lord, uh, Rocket, Teen Groot, Baby Groot, Nebula. That's about it for the Guardians of the Galaxy. I need to get the rest.
I got Star Lord. It's one of those special ones with the two heads, so it has him with the mask and without.
Yeah, it's a cool one. You got the Groot wave. I have the Mantis wave.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I started collecting right after those waves. Like when those waves were out, at one time they were on sale because no one wanted to buy them. The Groot wave was at least, and I was about to start buying figs. I put them in my cart, and because it was around the holidays and they were on sale, and they were like $13 each, and I'm like, damn, I could buy the whole wave and form Groot, big Groot. And I put them all back, and I'm like, nah, I can't get them. I should buy gifts for my nephews. And then the Mantis wave came out, and I started collecting little by. I was already collecting little by little,
Yeah,
but I
I
didn't.
remember when the Mantis Wave came out. I remember seeing those ones.
Yeah, I'm missing some of those from Mantis wave.
I'm not gonna lie, I was at Walmart the other day, and I saw again that the Ghostbusters plasma series,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to get so bad a couple of them, but the problem is when you buy them, they come with the build a figure,
Yeah.
and it's the terror dog,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, fuck, I'm like, if I get them, there's no kids. But I'm like, fuck, I'd have to buy 6 of them really quickly before they sell out, and like, can't really justify that right now.
Mm-hmm. So subscribe to the podcast so I can get some money, and I can buy those for Ryan and be like, "That's your payment for the month. Leave me alone."
Yeah, help Ryan get a terror dog.
Yeah. Like, what happened to the Build-A-Figure, Raf? Why are all these boxes opened?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Build-A-Figure was kind of cool, Ryan, so I'm keeping it.
Never mind. So Connor was going to be a Ghostbuster for Halloween, but he changed his mind at the store today when he saw the ninja outfit.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a ninja for Halloween, which is badass.
Hmm.
And he's but they saw the Ghostbusters costume and it had like the removable patches for their names. Then I saw the adult Ghostbusters costume. I'm like, fuck. I mean, Connor, come on, me and you, buddy. Let's dress up together. Be fucking Ghostbusters. Time like 10 minutes left in the show.
Kiddos are coming over.
Yeah, I'm trying to plan it for when this is over so that I can get ample time.
Yeah. Yeah. How much is left in this show?
Not even 10 minutes, like 8 minutes. I mean, if you're watching it live in 1998, it's already over.
Yeah.
That's what you should have done. You should have clicked the podcast and done.
Oh, we're over. Who knows what happened? Bye. Just ended it. End stream.
Yeah, just
Tune in on Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon to hear what me and Ryan have to say. Dude, if I can get a Patreon going and we can get extra episodes, we could justify squeezing in extra watching WWE time on Patreon, extra episodes apart from like a Sunday one that we'd set up.
yeah.
Because like I said, I want I want at least the podcast to stay free. At least
Or just like jump on, just like shoot the breeze on certain guys or certain matches or certain pay-per-views that we don't, instead of going in depth on a whole pay-per-view, just like or a whole guy's career, just like shoot the breeze for like half an hour on a guy.
Yep. Or even do current stuff.
Yeah.
But like yeah, no, like I want to do at least one free WWE one with you, one free fight companion, and then Frankie has football on a full heel. So that's 3 free episodes a week.
How's their schedule going?
They're about to. So according to Frankie, they're starting up Thursday. I actually moved them because he hit me up last week and he's like, hey, I think we're ready to go for Monday. And I'm like, hey, dude, I'm like, is there any way you guys can move it? I'm like, I started with Ryan again on Mondays, and I'm like, it's Ryan's day off. I'm like, I need a day off. I want to keep doing podcasts with him. And they're like, let me figure it out. And then they're like, Thursday? And I'm like, that works for me.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And Thursday's the Thursday's like right now. Well, right now it's one of the few days of wrestling before AEW launches their second show.
Yeah. And I have DVR, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like if today were Monday, which we're recording on Mondays, I DVR Raw. Tomorrow I'll probably just watch Raw. I would have told them to come over Monday, but that way they get used to Thursday.
Yeah, I suppose like switching up the schedules and that.
Yeah.
This is actually I'm realizing now it's weird to see two baby faces in a main event.
Mm-hmm.
Two guys who are both like just really over, really popular.
Yeah. It's me. It's
I was gonna say,
DDP.
I need to go back and watch some DDP from the Triad when he turned heel and joined up with Bigelow and Canyon
Mm-hmm.
and the Jersey trio, if you would.
Is it when he was wearing like bright pants and spandexy pants? Or is it after this?
No, it's after this.
Oh, okay.
It's near the end of WCW that he turns heel. And he wins the title once or twice as a face, and I think he wins it the third time and he's a heel.
Ooh.
And that could have been bad.
Yeah, but by two big men. Oh, that's the kick that killed, or that
that was one
Brett's career.
Oh, and that's
nice.
The one that was the Saudi Arabia spear that almost killed Goldberg.
But he totally shot that crazy. That was a nice spear.
But you remember that Taker match, right?
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. Like when he goes for a spear that's supposed to miss, I don't know why he has to fire himself so hard, man. Like
still real to him, bro.
Fuck, he could have like destroyed his shoulder there if he made contact with how hard he was going.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been really ugly.
Devastating maneuver, bro.
Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Gotta make up for your wrestling skill.
I'm just realizing I'm drinking a fucking coffee at 7:30 at night. I'm gonna be up until fucking 3.
Well, the kiddos are coming over for a sleepover.
Yeah, well, I guess I won't be sleeping. I'll be a stay awake over and just be grumpy in the morning.
Maybe I'll watch the Turtles with my nephew. Or nah, I want to play Call of Duty.
They had Thanksgiving dinner today. I kind of want to order a pizza and watch Ninja Turtles, as we talked about that earlier.
What?
We talked earlier when we were talking about having talked about eating pizza and watching Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but you said something about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving here today. Well, this weekend. They had Thanksgiving dinner, right, with Kara and all them.
Ryan, this is America.
No. Where I'm sitting, this is Canada.
Hey,
never mind.
It's Canada because we let it. Oh, damn!
Oh, that was a spear and a half. Good Christ!
You enjoy your freedom, all right, Ryan? But you're only enjoying it because of us, all right? If we weren't here, you'd get taken over by Russia or China or both of them, huh? You want that? China.
All your listeners from overseas are really, what the fuck is Thanksgiving? What are these two idiots talking about?
What are they fighting about? Yeah. Thanksgiving is an American holiday that the fucking Canadians took over and said, oh, yeah, you know what? We're doing it a month earlier to be special.
Yeah.
And then what other one? What are the holidays you guys do like a month early?
I think that's the only one.
Okay.
I mean, where you guys get Memorial Day, we have Victoria Day. Where you guys have Veterans Day, we get Remembrance Day. But it's all basically the exact same thing.
Yeah. Go hail your queen, all right?
She ain't my queen.
She's on your money.
No.
That's a weird relationship.
There's talks about breaking ties.
Ooh, diamond cutter on the reversal.
That was a nice diamond. That's one thing Paige doesn't get a lot of credit for. He really worked at getting the diamond cutter out of so many different reversals.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, the Giants' last match in WCW is against DDP, where DDP reversed a choke slam into the diamond cutter.
Damn. Maybe we have to find footage on that. Kick out by Goldberg. He did take a long time to cover him.
Yeah. I wonder if Goldberg's shoulders actually messed up from the spear he missed and the spear he delivered, or if he's just acting here like, oh, and here you go. Oh, what? Oh, God. He got him. They saved it.
There we go. He pulled the roids through. 1, 2, 3. It is over.
He almost didn't get Page over there, though.
Yeah, it was a little tough there.
That. So there's your champion.
He's not my champion.
I didn't cheer for him.
He was an NWO.
How badass would that have been if Goldberg came out and joined the NWO one day? I mean, if you think about it, if the NWO and WWF was redone, it would have been WCW guys that would have been bad, so they would have had to have been Goldberg in the NWO.
Dude, imagine if he would have came in during the invasion angle and joined the NWO. Like, since they were older, he would have been the muscle and gotten them over.
The one guy I gotta say, like, out of all the legends and icons in WCW in their run, I'm happy that DDP got a chance in WWF, because he's probably my favorite WCW guy.
Page.
So to be able to have seen him in WWF is pretty fun.
What's crazy is he doesn't have his ribs taped.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it ends all abruptly. I guess.
What happened? It just went black.
What? All right, it ends with him celebrating.
I wonder if the way they didn't even put up like end credits at the very bottom like they normally do. I wonder if that's WWF taking a shot at this show.
Yeah. All right, Ryan, you got to get to getting ready for the kiddos.
I got some company. Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fun tonight.
Yeah. So go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. Smash that like. Let's get this month higher than last month. Thanks a lot, Ryan, for joining me today, watching Halloween Havoc. It was fun, a nice 3 hours of old school wrestling.
Yep.
Do you got any last words for the fans?
Yeah, like you were saying, let's keep on getting some listens to Raph. He works hard at what he does. I'm thankful. Thanksgiving. I'm thankful to have Raph, a wrestling nerd as big as myself, that wants to sit down and watch old school wrestling and talk about it and break it down and that kind of stuff. I love it. I love getting the chance to do it. It's nice we don't get a chance to do the pay-per-views too much as a watch along just because of timing on Mondays. But yeah, we put the bat sitting up and got today said and done with, which is awesome. We'll figure out something fun to do. Maybe keep the Halloween theme going. Maybe we can just freestyle a Halloween Havoc discussion thing next week or something. We'll figure out something fun to do.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we got through them. Yeah, like I said, subscribe to the podcast, smash that like, check us out on audio platforms. Subscribe here on YouTube if you want to watch visually. But yeah, I want to thank all you guys for all the downloads. I want to thank Ryan for joining me, all my buddies for fight companioning. And I'll see you guys either Thursday for Football on Full Heel or Saturday for another fight companion and for my birthday celebration.
Woo woo! Oh, sorry. Was it?
Walking the streets of the big city.
What they do?
Peace out, guys. Love you.
Wondering how and when we got here.